Yeah, so he hits on 2s instead of 3s, and he's strength, an extra point of strength.
What's up, chat? Welcome back to the stream. We're live with T5S2 Pod 83 Finals. We're going to do something a little different today. Players are going through pregame discussions right now. I think we'll hop in and listen into what they have to say.
But if he does so, he can't
as
charge.
they're going through their lists.
So, like,
Got
I
it.
could
Okay.
use, I've never actually done it with this list, but I could deep strike 6 inches away from you and then use it to get a tunnel closer for a position. But that does mean that the Trigon's effectively doing nothing that turn.
Yeah.
If I do that. The Neurotyrant gives you -1 to all of your
the shadow.
all of your shadow in the warp test, and the other enhancement I have is I have a turn 1 deep strike on the hyper adapted Ravenous, so that's something to
Okay, yeah, that one's important to know. And so that could mean if I go second, or if I go first, you could pick up the Raveners, burrow, and then they could 6-inch off that burrow.
Welcome in, everybody.
Yeah.
Prediction
if
is
you
up,
prefer,
folks, just so you guys know.
2 big
We are playing
snakes,
Tyranids versus Town. We got
Ravenous, and
Tauren
First
Hearts.
So I could have 4 units going in
It's been a
turn 1.
while since we've seen him on the finals table.
All right.
He said the last time he played in a T5S2 pod was 2022.
Maybe just a reminder of
which is
your
wild
strats, I think.
So there's a 2 CP -1 damage in shooting.
Yeah.
There's one where if you kill one of my units, I get Oath of Moment against you for the rest of the game. That one's pretty important. There's Auto Advance 6, turns 1, 2, 3, everything assault, turns 1, 2, 3, everything lethal. Lethal if I'm guided into you, so it doesn't work on Overwatch. And then the other strats are I can pick 2 units, and if they only shoot one of your units, I get +1 AP. I just feel like I forget them. I'll double check for you, make sure I'm not forgetting anything important. The Auto Advance 6 and the Oath 1 are the importance. If I disembark from a transport, full wound rerolls, and shooting infantry, I can move advanced charge, debuff you. So for you, mostly does not matter because obviously you're big monsters. And then I
one-shot most of my stuff anyway.
Yeah, I think we're still on the full bullshit Twin Lance.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to play it that way if you want to change it. I'm happy for that. Yeah, so move in each fight phase, don't have to have 4.
Yeah. And they just got lots of guns. And their battle shock does not work on monsters, so also good for you. Yeah, I think that's it. Pretty straightforward. Infiltrating down here.
And the minus to charge they do. Is that also not work on monsters?
So yes, it does not work on. It only works on not monsters and vehicles, and it has to be one of my infantry units doing it. So it would have to be the Pathfinders, the Stealth Suits, or the Crude, or the Vespid. Vespid up down.
Okay. Cool. Shall we see who's putting stuff down first?
Yeah, let's do it.
So that's a good note, Chance. The
I guess
rules lock for this event, because we are in the finals here, was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So we are playing in
Chuck
the OG version of the Twin Lance. Don't forget to set your clocks if you're starting deployment.
Oh yeah, sorry.
OG version of the Twin Lance at 185 points. Still is able to move it into each fight phase. So it is the full power one, which may be relevant here as it's able to disrupt the Tyranid backline.
I'm just going to do these guys where if I go second.
Welcome in, everyone.
Positions, so I'll just move them.
Glad you're able to come and join us for some late night 40K. We are here.
Yeah.
At it's about 9 p.m. my time.
Yeah.
But I'm glad everyone wanted to come watch this game. Should be interesting. I know that this matchup does tend to be pretty Tau favored, but if Tyranids can get the first turn and simply alpha as much of the Tau army as they possibly can, there is a universe where Tyranids can get out of this. Essentially, if they try to reverse the Tau alpha strike the Tau can often give. But a nice thing about Tauren's army in particular is that his army is not very aggressively oriented, so he's not going to be forced to deploy a lot out in the open in the early game. So if he goes second, the Tau alpha strike might not be quite as bad as it could normally. The downside being that in most instances, layout 2, which is what we're playing on here, is pretty beneficial for Tau simply because they are so fast. They're able to utilize midboard terrain and get around flank terrain more easily than other factions. For example, they can scout units around this corner, then advance them into this position to open up this line of sight, which is typically closed in what is essentially a normal matchup.
Chuck Mr. Licky.
Yeah, Torin comes back after 4 years, immediately gets the finals. Yeah. I was surprised to see him in the finals. I think he played very tail end of 9th edition. If you watched the channel back then you probably recognize the name because he played quite a bit on online 40K. But it's cool to see him back because he is, I think, one of our favorite players. Definitely a good doobie in the community. So it should be fun to see. Prediction is up, folks. Currently, 100% for Tau. Oh, somebody put 10 points on Tyranids. Get that big W if Tyranids end up winning. That's a nice one right there.
Right.
I do think, as the players were discussing earlier, there is a benefit to playing Tyranids right now, and especially Subterranean Assault, which is that a lot of other factions are actually very unprepared for it.
I just played a game.
A lot of it is a matchup that does require a little bit of foreknowledge. There's some weird stuff you can do with it if you are expecting to utilize deep strikes and rapid ingresses in order to outmaneuver your opponent. This detachment, because it has end of phase activation, end of movement phase activation, can actually mess you up in a big way. So if Agent Rabbit's over here, aka Jesper, if you are in the server, is unaware of that over on our blue side as the Tau player, he could get caught out. We could, for example, see the Twin Lance drop in, we're using a rapid ingress, expecting to be able to get a good drop onto an objective on the subsequent turn. Immediately, a tunnel network resolves and places a monster 6 inches away and just immediately charges them and kills them. That is absolutely an interaction that we could see happen here. Red Hair Joe painting some Black Templars. Let's go. That's awesome. Black Templars doing pretty well right now. A couple different builds available for them. Bastion Task Force is definitely, I think, what that faction needed, which is pretty awesome.
Here. All right.
Hope everyone had a good weekend, a good 40K filled weekend, or I guess it was Easter, right?
Snakes.
It was an actual holiday. Keep forgetting about that. Those holidays sneak up on me, chat. I don't get time off for them, so they I forget that they happen. The content machine is never stopping. Ravener's being placed in the back here for Torin. He was lamenting the fact that he could not hold the objective behind the wall here. We do have a ruling on this objective placement.
I'll put Vespid
that comes from US Open, who plays the Search and Destroy Ruins as unable to be held from inside the wall on that objective in this particular deployment and layout and map combination. Or at least
send it back.
Using their standard terrain sets they do. So that's what we're going to try to ape as much as we can.
Stealth suits. Maybe wait on them.
Obviously, that does depend on the terrain set you are using.
Down here.
Going over the lists momentarily here. Exclamation point list in chat if you want to take a peek at them. A couple important things to note. We have no enhancements for Jesper. There is occasionally a line that gets pushed. If you have scouting Riptides, you can use Strike Swiftly from a character to grant Riptide scouts, which allows them to potentially get really easy turn 1 shots into annoying positions very early in the game. Instead, we're focusing more heavily on some of the Alpha Strike components. We were playing a single Cadre Fireblade in a Breacher team, double Stealth Suit, double Pathfinder team, triple Riptide, a double Piranha, as well as 1 Hammerhead Gunship, 1 Ghost Keel Battlesuit, 1 Broadside Battlesuit, 1 Vespid and Recruit unit, and a Twin Lance. Fairly standard stuff. Pretty infantry focused for this one.
When I was looking at your list and I saw the Molochs, like I know the model, so I was like, oh, these things are really scary. And their melee profile does not live up to like what the model looks like.
Yeah, it's very true. Yeah, the 1 damage definitely hurts.
We do have 17 attacks.
I have a slightly different list that has another Trigon instead of a Morlock and changes the Deathly Bird to a Neuro. Free up some funds. And I think that would be a little bit better in theme. to have another 3 damage profile.
Yeah. I have no idea what this match will be like. Like, I was thinking about it, and just based on like Tau generally being good, there's my Piranha. I was like, feels okay, but also 6-inch Streep Strikes are funny, so I couldn't also tell like its supply is good for
Based
me,
on
but
Tau
layout
being
too
good, I
is
think
good
we're
for me.
probably okay. Listen,
About as good as they come for you.
the number one faction of the meta got paired
The
into
only way it could
Tyranids.
be worse is if it was,
I think we have a pretty good chance here.
sweeping on 5 or something. That one is awful.
It looks like, looking at Torin's list, he is running a very unique variety of subterranean assault. It's focused very heavily on the burrower monsters. Not something that we typically see, despite the fact that they are the theme of the list. This is very much a themey list, which is cool. Focuses on a lot of those big worms. We have a hyper-adapted Ravener unit, in addition to 2 standard Ravener units. I guess the question is whether or not Torin is electing to attach. It looks like he is. So that hyper-adapted unit's going to be granting sustained hits to all those Raveners, and likewise, the Raveners grants the up-down effect to the hyper-adapted. That gives Torin a very credible early game threat.
A whole unit. It is.
Right.
Since he has Vanguard Intellect, so he can drop these guys in earlier than normal.
Broadside here.
That allows them, if
And back to you.
Jesper gets too aggressive with his vehicles, Torin could potentially pick them up early. Now, I don't think that's going to be something that happens here, but it is a danger that Jesper has to play around, so he may need to give up more units than he would like to the Tyranid army early. Typically, what we'll try to see with these styles of builds is that they'll play a very passive game in the first turn or two. They do have the opportunity to alpha strike really heavily at the bottom of 1 or top of 2. However, very rarely what we will see is a setup for that full send, unless Torin is feeling very, very hesitant about his ability to win without going first. That said, as the game goes on and Torin starts to kill things like the Stealth Suit teams, the Pathfinder teams, the Recruit Carnivores, these smaller utility units, usually I say using his guns, but he doesn't really, using his Zoanthrope unit, I guess. That's going to be where a lot of his damage comes from in that early game. If basically he can cut lines to those units and pick them off early, you're also going to have some skirmishing from things like the Hormigaunt unit and the Lictors in the army. If he's able to get those kills, he can free up a lot of board space. So battle round 3, he can doom drop basically his whole army. He has a Trigon Prime.
Have a scout, right?
No.
He has the hyper-adapted Ravener squad. Even the standard Raveners are fairly good at this. If he can keep his Zoanthropes alive that long, he can drop them in and basically full send his entire army into the core of the Tau army.
In charge,
if you are able to...
But it's more like a positional thing. Yeah. No, I can't advance and shoot. I can obviously tunnel the Zoanthrope unit.
Yeah. If you're able to get to grips with that, you can deliver an alpha strike that's so crippling, especially alongside Shadow and the Warp, which in this matchup is actually incredibly valuable, given that Tau units are typically leadership 7. If the Neurotyrant's still alive at the point that you Shadow in the Warp, they're going to be saving on 8s, potentially 9s, depending on where your Synapse creatures are, which means that you start to lose a lot of your ability to guide. If you lose your Stealth Suit teams, you can deal functionally no damage potentially on the follow-up turn to the Shadow, because you lose the capacity to guide and use the and provide the army ability if you do become battle shocked. So I have seen some matchups where all of the utility units, all the Pathfinders, all the Stealth battle suits, all of the Devilfish, for example, all get battle shocked, and now you have to choose to guide with your actual valuable units. You lose your detachment ability. You start losing that +1 to hit on big things like Riptide battle suits or Hammerhead gunships, and the matchup starts to go downhill from there. So I think that's what Torin's going to try to set up here. He really needs to be able to get these kills on the utility units early, though.
They move 5. They slow.
Okay, so I'm not getting shot turn 1, essentially. I think this is what I'm looking for here.
If I go first, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Piranha.
Because these guys are going to move in here, like you said. Yeah.
Piranha right here.
Awkwardly, these
Twin Lance.
Tau utility units are a little tougher to kill than you give them credit for, though. Stealth on the Recruit Carnivores. Pathfinders will go down fairly easily, but they are a 4+ save with 10 models. The Breacher team's at -1 to wound against ranged attacks, so they're tough to kill, too. So it is going to be an uphill battle for Tyranids without things like Acid Spray Tyrannifexes, for example, but we'll see.
Yeah. Let's roll it. Good luck.
Let's do it. You too.
Prediction ended at
Four.
90%
I got a
for
two.
Tau in favor of
All right.
Tau. Not
Let's
a
go.
full shutout, but it was close.
So
Looks like it is going to be Tau Empire going first, and I cannot imagine that Torin's unhappy about that.
The stuff is here.
That does allow the
right
Montcot to
there.
Alpha
Cool.
Strike potentially. We could
Let's
see
maybe
these
turn on all the
these
movement
Pathfinders
and
be pushing
actually
really
move on
aggressively here to try to take table space.
Yeah.
That will theoretically allow them to be killed by the Zoanthropes early. However, what this does mean is that in the early game, the Tyranids can play a little bit
It's like, yes, if I wanna
defensively
try.
and then come back in later on and try to get that Alpha Strike in the future.
7.
Not to mention the fact that they're going to get bottom round 5 scoring. Subterranean Assault
This
is one of the
guy
most
is going
maneuverable detachments
here.
in the entire game, which means that Torin, assuming he doesn't get killed, is in a very good position to score those bottom 5 secondaries. Now, that said, the turn 1 Alpha Strike from this Tau Empire army could be really
basically.
debilitating. We'll see what they end up doing. We could see a Pathfinder team push up into the ruin here to try to clear out the Hormigons. We do have credible threats to the Lictors from those Pathfinders. The downside being, obviously, that they will get -1 to hit from stealth, which is problematic. I think it's also, I guess it's maybe not necessarily the case that we will see a Piranha push too far forward. Looks like there's like a little bit of a line of sight to the Death Leaper here, but you do have to push through the middle of the table, so I don't know if we're going to do that necessarily. Mechs beat bugs. Oh, that is the case in most of the media I've ever seen. Pacific Rim has taught me well about this matchup shit. Bam, 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 bam.
There's 4.
You might just need another buddy for this guy. Oh no, you could ignore me.
Cool. And
My eyeballing is off.
Chad, I broke my Norn Emissary even more.
Piranha.
This poor model.
9.
I just
All
dropped
right,
it on the
that's
ground and I was trying to
scouts.
move it.
So we'll start it.
This
do you have
model is
scouts?
extremely put upon.
Okay.
No scouts.
What am I doing for cards? Assassinate and tempting targets.
Oh,
The
geez.
redraw. No,
Tempting
it's not.
target's a
Original
great
tempting.
draw turn 1 with the number of forward operators. That's fascinating. Assassination is available on Death Leaper if Jesper thinks he can take it, but I don't know if he can. He could max 6, advance the Pathfinders 13 inches, but I don't think he gets too many shots on it. And with -1 to hit, that's not
14.
really going to be very helpful.
Yeah, so you need to get there. I guess come do this one.
R.I.P. Norn. Yeah. Honestly, chat,
That one. Okay.
I might just 3D print
and
some
then
Norns.
This is sticky.
I don't know if I want to deal with this thing anymore.
Colors here. Oh my goodness. Oh,
I love
red,
plastic
blue,
models so
there's
much, but
sticky,
sometimes they are more
sticky.
trouble than they're
You
worth.
have OC on here? No, you don't. Okay.
You can't hold these
command,
ones either.
command phase. I don't think I have anything to do. So it's just movement. And so can you just give me the quick run through of so I'm gonna take my turn and then your ability to like 6-inch deep strike me after because you'll pick up and then
So, yeah.
so you'll
Yeah,
go
so I can pick up
9
the
with
Raveners.
yeah, you'll go 9 with the Raveners, then other things could 6 off of what the Raveners put down.
Yeah, so I'll go, yeah, for whatever unit goes first, it could be a bigger guy. Goes natural 9-inch deep strike, and then I'll put a token 1 inch off of them. And then from that token, I have a 9-inch bubble that I can come in from. And when I come in within that bubble, I have to be 6 inches outside of your unit. But if it's another borrower unit that comes through that tunnel, they could create another tunnel, and so I can chain tunnels potentially.
Gotcha. So it's a like purifiers a little bit.
Potentially, I don't think I've played against them yet.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So we're doing stuff.
Referring to
So
Hallowed Beacon.
what do I need to get here?
Hallowed Beacon and
Where's the
Demonic
other
Incursion have very similar
assassinate?
mechanics to Subterranean Assault. The difference that between them and Subterranean Assault is that Subterranean's 6-inch deep strike effect stacks.
What do I need?
Or it's permanent, I should say. So unlike Chaos Demons, for example, where you place a demon down, create a Shadow of Chaos, and then 6-inch deep strike there, then move on.
So
the
this
position
squad
where you've
will
6-inch deep struck,
advance.
you can use again in the future unless your opponent
One,
destroys the
we go
tunnel.
8.
For those who haven't played against this detachment, by the way, I mean, we have been talking about how it's seriously underplayed. It's very, one of the lesser played detachments that we have. Every time one of the burrowers arrives, which essentially means just one of the big snake units, each time one of them arrives on the table, Torin's going to put down this little skull marker. That's going to be a tunnel marker. That projects a 9-inch effect, where wholly within it you can 6-inch deep strike, or you can 6-inch arrive from reserves. It doesn't even require that you deep strike. So coming out of strat reserve, instead of coming off the table edge, you could go next to the tunnel. That allows you to incongruously up, down, and turn one reserve non-deep striking units. One restriction that typically happens is that if you have up-down effects and you start the game on the table, those up-down effects allow you to enter strategic reserve and then arrive on the subsequent turn, assuming you have a way to do so. Typically, in most attachments, you either have to have the deep strike keyword, which allows you to set up anywhere on the battlefield away from enemy units, or you cannot arrive because the strategic reserve rules explicitly only allow
have an inmold?
reserving on turn 2 onwards in specific areas of the table.
Have a 4-up.
Okay. So
and they're
it's a
all
very aggressive Twin Lance push, but I don't know what Torin has to stop that, really, or to punish it, because it's going to be able to move every turn.
No.
So the construction of these tunnels gives all the standard strategic reservers a place to go when they arrive, which means anything that enters strategic reserve on the bottom of turn 1 can then immediately re-enter on the on the top of turn 1, can immediately re-enter on the bottom of turn 1. That allows Torin to potentially reposition up to 5 units, or 4 units in this case, because his Raveners will do it automatically. He can put up to 2 burrowers in reserve for a command point, and then he can, when he constructs 2 tunnels between the burrowers and the Raveners, he can tunnel network a model between those 2. Now that's a lot. I don't know if he's going to do all of that, but it goes to show you how maneuverable this detachment can be if your opponent allows you to.
My auto advance 6 here on the Pathfinders, so they're going 13.
Sure.
And just, so what I want is just 1 guy on for tempting. And then rest can shoot. Okay.
So an auto 6-inch advance here to get the Pathfinder's line of sight to Deathleaper. We're going to try to get assassination off Deathleaper. She does have an invuln save. She does have stealth, though. So it's going to be tough.
Tuck in there. Is that safe? No. So he'll stay here. Just off the temp.
The downside is that, well, we'll see what the positioning looks like. There's a chance that Torin may be able to get shots with, for example, his Zoanthropes onto this unit by simply firing on this line, and hopefully not exposing himself to any turn 2 shooting. The longer you can keep those Zoanthropes active over the course of the game, the better. You really need a way to be able to consistently sandpaper opposing screening units, and the Zoanthropes are the way that Torin's expecting to do that in this game. The downside of that unit is that it's extremely big, though, so it's very difficult to get lines of sight without exposing itself to counter battery. Is it underplayed or Tyranids underplayed? I think a little of both. There's a narrative that Subterranean Assault is too easy to control, and I think I understand that. So, essentially the narrative is generally that good players will not get hit by it, but I think a big part of it is that it forces you to play around it. So not only does it give you very good passive buffs, which is like mobility, up-down effects, full army hit rerolls, which is just a wild detachment ability to have, but it also forces you to feed your scoring units into a Tyranid army, which generally has better scoring units than you. So its ability to score points passively is incredibly strong. The one downside is that it can lack in punch. It just has the ability to basically deliver its punch wherever it needs to by the mid or late game.
This advances.
And I think I definitely I think that the writing's on the wall. That invasion
But do you
blade is
remember
a
I
more
can
consistent
could
detachment.
put these guys through.
But
a
I do
tunnel,
think that
'cause you went first.
subterranean assault
Yeah,
has more legs than people give it credit for.
Wait, the zone through through a tunnel, you mean?
Yeah, I could if I got a tunnel down here and a tunnel somewhere else. I can use them to shoot.
So where would the 9-inch tunnel be? Right now it looks like. Am I missing something, or do you have like a tunnel that actually gets them in range? Of, like down here?
I mean, I could. I'm not certain. Where you might have it all screened out, but I could potentially
So
chuck a tunnel.
they could
maybe in
come
there.
here, and then.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that means.
This is sort of what we're talking about here.
One, so he's just going.
With not only the weirdness of this detachment, but also with how hard you have to play against it. Right, you have to consider that so much of the board is open to these Tyranids repositioning to it. And while it's unlikely that Tauren goes for any sort of aggression here, it's not impossible. And if he feels like he's losing the game, he may just send and try to do a weird thing, and you lose the game on the spot because a couple of charges get made. And you never want to be in a position like that where you give your opponent an out like that.
I think the Twin Lance will advance. See what I get. 6.
Played it not long after release and got run over.
Just kill the Lictor and then fly backwards.
I think I definitely understand how it. Oh, we just roll a 6 on the Twin Lance, chat.
There. I go 6.
Forever unpunished. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Jesper was considering making this move with an auto advance 6, but decided against it.
Right,
just hard rolled the 6 like a Chad anyway. So he's potentially going to pick up a Lictor here. This is the Twin Lance proxy, by the way. I think Jesper made this list before they were available in Tabletop Simulator. This is the Fusion Eliminator. If he hits that Lictor, it's almost certainly immediately dead.
And we'll shoot this Pathfinder squad. So it's going to be these guys that can see. Oh, no stat helper. So I'm overcharging the ions. So it's 9 shots.
He is stealth, just as a reminder.
So they will hit on 5s.
Great roll.
And then T7 or something.
T6.
Wound on a 3. You've got 4 -2s for 2. No cover.
My co-commentators
got
here
an
to talk about the
so
matchup.
roll 4-ups.
Nice.
6 1.
2 damage. And
Yeah.
then I've got the fusion off the leader. On a 4. Miss. And then there are 2, 4, 6, 8 dudes with regular
Good
guns.
to know.
So 16 shots.
Red Hulk 101, thank you for the follow.
This will be
8
on
dudes?
4. Oh. 2 each, right? 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4. Oh, I rolled twice. I rolled 2.
Just a Tau bias.
dice.
So true.
4 dudes, 8 shots. There we go. On 4s with lethals, and then these wound you on 5s. You've got 4 AP0, no cover.
I don't know. I think Inky would be a Tyranid player because she bugs me
1 damage?
sometimes.
Yep, 1 damage. All right, so that's them done. Oh, and the little fusion shot missed. And then over here, it's just the 2 ions and
Death Leaper lives.
And
no assassination for you, sir.
The Hormagaunts. So.
Do you have to do hazardous on these guys?
Oh yeah, good call. Thank you. Ooh.
Whoa! Triple ones
a
loses
good one.
3 models immediately for hazardous.
So the
Still
one
isn't able to
hazardous
pull
guy,
this
I'll
model
roll
in the
hazardous
back
first, so
here.
don't forget on the other squad.
So
is
the
Hormagaunts.
Zoanthropes could potentially
God.
still get their line.
And then
They
the
will
other
lose
2.
a blast on their profile, but that's big.
That's insane.
1, 2.
And he loses 2 more hazardous. He's going to lose models to coherency now.
So here's the 3 shots on 5s into the Hormagaunts. And then just on 2s.
Ban for the
2
pun.
-2s for 2.
These
You have cover.
You'll just kill. Oh, 2 -2s.
These,
6 ups.
overcharge rolls are horrible.
I forget cover.
Yeah.
No, 2 dead.
Okay, and then 6 shots for the Death Leaper. On 5s with the lethal. And then 3s. 3 more saves. You're in Bolton.
Damage?
2.
Oh, these guys have lines?
Is it the
That's
CP?
the last of your shooting at him, right?
There's just one guy with 2 regular little garbage shots, so yeah.
Yeah, I'll re-roll it. Come on. Yeah. So he's alive on 2.
I don't know where the ion
Right,
models
cool.
are in this unit. It should be 3, right?
And then the Twin Lance into the Lictor. Is he stealth?
Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Oh, we lost 2.
I think
Both
just-
ion models died. Is that true?
Yeah,
I
correct. It's
yeah.
just the fusion guy, so this will be on 3s with sustained.
We lost
That's
all
out,
5
and on
ion
3,
shots to
1,
those
3, 4.
overcharges. That's insane.
They'll go right through.
These dice are
Damage
atrocious.
is
And Death Leaper lived. Oh no,
all right.
chat! What a disaster!
is
Oh, we
it.
did kill the
These are
sword
gonna
lictor
die from
here in the corner
coherency.
though, and Twin Lance is about to leave. We do take the coherency check. What a
Two.
brutal turn! 6 Pathfinders die to the combination of the
And
coherency
I think
and
that is
the
it, 'cause I'm not
overcharge.
charging.
Oh no!
I'll assassinate.
Dr.
I
Rhino's in
won't
chat. What's up, my
assassinate,
dude?
and
Nice to see you, man.
defense back
I hope that your
6.
demos at Adepticon went well. I actually, we had some
And,
people
I
in
guess
the
before I
Breach
commit to
Storm
this,
server
can
posting
you-
pictures of your models,
If I
by the
want
way.
them not to get shot,
They look good.
Does this work? Like 24 would be.
Which tester for
Just
these models?
there.
I know. You'd
I
think
just wanna be
this was
clear.
experimental prototype cadre because they're
24.
they're just trying all these weird guns that don't work apparently. What a
Potentially get a
bizarre
guy up
turn,
there,
chat.
I
That opens up a
guess.
huge hole in the center of the battlefield here,
Maybe
where
that's
Jesper
like-
thought he was screened. In fairness, a bit of
Probably better to
of an
do it-
unfortunate positioning
better
for
to do
him.
it like this then,
You
I
can certainly position
Yeah, I
around
think
losing
that
those
way,
models to those
that way
coherency
I'm
checks,
not
but you don't expect to lose all of
All right.
your
Yeah, we're not
hazardous.
charging, maybe the surprise of no one. So I'll ditch assassinate for a CP. I'll
Oh
spend
my
Twin
god,
Flame,
chat! What
and
a
I'll continue,
turn
sir.
that was for Torin. He
Cool.
has got to
Before
be
I
over
draw
the
any
moon.
secondaries,
The
I'll
dreaded
pick stuff
Montcaw
up.
Alpha Strike killed one
Um,
Lictor and almost an entire
yeah, let's
Pathfinder
go
team
with
worth of
the-
models.
Raveners into space. You guys. And I'll do a free stratagem. I'll just chuck a
Yep.
die by the battle round to indicate that I've used it each time.
Sounds good.
Yeah, Dr. Rhino, hit me
I'll
up
pick
in
some
Discord if you
Warlock
have
and
TTS
Trigon,
questions.
'cause
I
they
can
don't wanna
answer.
hang back there.
I can
They
answer
go and do
probably a
some
lot of
stuff.
what you got going on.
So that's all of my before command phase stuff. So I guess I will.
I just did. I have to show you what I did. I pushed some updates to the Breach Storm mods over the weekend on Saturday, and I got to show you what I did for that because I'm so happy with it. If you are interested, by the way, chat, we will likely.
Let's see.
Basically, as soon as I tutorialize the mods, I'll make some videos about them, I think.
Yep.
So I can,
But I think I'm going to start running
Go
some
up
leagues
deeper, I
for
guess,
Breach
if I
Storm
want to.
in the Discord server. Because maybe after the game, I'll show you what we got
Okay.
going on. We have an army builder built into
Discord,
Tabletop Simulator now, in addition to
I guess
more
I
in-depth
should,
scripting
try
in
and
the
battle shock some things before I do any.
inside
movements.
the main game mod
so
itself.
This Neurolictor will try these boys.
You're okay.
So it might be a nice
again,
palate
the
cleanser
other
in
Neurolictor.
between now and
brave,
11th
for
edition
brave.
40k.
They can't fire hazardous weapons, but they are very brave.
Maybe they just didn't like those guys with the ions. They're like, oh, now that those idiots are gone.
What's the Twin Lance defense profile?
T6, 2 up, 4 up, 8 wounds.
E6. Go for it.
Might be going for a shot on the Twin Lance. There is a clean line of sight
Decent
around this
melee,
corner.
aren't they?
The downside is that
Yeah,
any push
They'll be
onto
phones
them
for sure.
will straight up just lose that
Oh,
unit
yeah.
to the Riptides.
I don't.
I
know
wonder
that.
if we see a maybe see
I
the
don't think
Trigon go
I
and try to
can
kill him or
I have to
something.
be out to establish. don't I?
Because we can engage around the corner here. The Twin Lance does have protection
Maybe that
against
just
charges, but it only affects infantry units, which means monster-based deep strike charging is very effective against them. I've played against
Just
them
do it
several
once,
times, and every time that's been
points.
a clincher. Their force field
Yep,
ability
what's
doesn't
that?
work against most of the
Yep,
big
Breach,
things in
isn't
the
it?
game.
You know?
Little things have a
And,
tough time
best
killing
big
them,
knockdown.
but big monsters will cut them down pretty quickly.
I don't think you've given me a space in this quarter for engage.
Don't think so.
So they can
So
choose.
I have to put something.
a unit at the, I believe it's at the start of the charge phase. Yeah, start of the opponent's charge phase. They can
2
choose a
points for
unit within
3/4?
12. It
Correct.
takes a battle shock check and gets -1 to charge. So if you are trying to deep strike charge it, for example, they can
Except that's
immediately
definitively,
make
but,
your charge at 10
yeah,
and
2 for 3.
potentially prevent you
pretty
from
confident.
re-rolling
Yeah,
it
you're right on
by failing the battle shock check. The downside is that
Yeah.
all of those effects exclude monsters
Send
and
a
vehicles.
prime into you.
So any of that kind of stuff
Prime,
doesn't work.
Primes, 12 attacks. They should. Or
It isn't visible.
and then I'll wound you on 3. So
It doesn't require visibility.
8
It just
wounds.
happens within 12.
Save half of them.
So, for example, like a Terminator squad
one,
deep striking 9
and
inches
wound
away would
another.
have to make a 10-inch charge. Even if they 6-inch deep striked, they would have to make a 7-inch charge. You can overload it because it only affects a single unit, but that's a little bit more inconsistent.
Morlock, Mortals.
It's a very powerful ability when you're trying to make those real edge charges, right? Between like the 5 and 9-inch charge,
15.
-1 pushes you up the bell curve in a way that almost
It's-
exponentially makes your charge like exponentially less likely to succeed. Now, one thing that Torin's going to have to keep in mind here is that the objective in the center is objective secured by the Kroot scouting move,
Might just
scout
go
move
for
to it,
though.
which means that unless he commits models to that position, regardless of how his turn goes,
I think it's
worth. Jesper's going to score.
so
at
obviously
least
this will
5
happen at the end.
points.
I just like to plan out where my guys will pop up.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't
Just
deep strike on the other
what I'm
side.
saying.
Yeah, it just
Blocking.
where you wanna
happens.
It's really weird. That surprised people, I think, when
Bingo.
the unit was first
Then-
initially released.
Them.
That surprised people quite a bit. Moloch dropping down, we do have the opportunity to potentially battle shock these units by dropping in here.
over here.
That could allow the Hormigons to push forward, make a big advance roll, touch
Yeah,
this
is there a
objective, and
way
then
to
charge
get
back into
these
the
bubbles off?
Pathfinders
Is
to
it
clear them.
glitched or something? Maybe Joey can.
Just need to be selected. So
Oh, okay.
that's- There we go. So now you can.
Oh, beautiful. I can.
Yeah,
See them
it's one of the reasons the Twin Lance, especially on release, was
do a
so
bubble.
panned. Is that ability like being basically universal
And it would be
is crazy. If you have the
6
keywords to get
inch
around it,
after
it's really big. In addition to that,
no reactives in this.
the fact that they moved
Nope,
every
that's
turn was wild. But fortunately, outside of this event, we won't have to deal with that for a while
Just coming to that corner.
because that has been changed in the update last
That's
week.
too close to you.
I do appreciate that Torin is
No.
as reticent to add more circles to the table as I am.
Let's spin him there.
Tough life as a Tyranid player.
Oh no, man.
I think the
Feels bad.
Trigon overhangs the wall here. He's
What
gonna
am I
have a tough
killing
time
your
not being
Pathfinders
shot.
with?
If he does get the Twin Lance, though, I mean, Trigons are not the most expensive
They're
unit in the
definitely
world. That is basically a trade up for Torin because the Twin Lance can generate so much value over the course of the game if you let them live.
Can you fall back and do stuff with them?
No.
It's not clipping for some reason.
Oh,
Like a fall
I guess we could
there.
push, now that Assassination's out of the table,
it's just got
we could push
fall
the
that
Death
could
Leaper to
overwatch
this
them.
objective and
That's
set
good.
up to charge the Kroot or back into the
I think we could
Pathfinders
spend it on that.
if it ends up surviving to
All
deny
the damage
overwhelming
defense
force.
on,
Yep.
We did get established
Yeah.
locus and engaged all friends. Oh, so I guess alternatively we could drop Death Leaper in the center to get rid of the obsec on this objective and then
Yeah,
score
just make it
established
unavailable
locus.
with him.
That would actually be pretty valuable for a model on 2 wounds.
Stickied. This one?
correct.
That's worth points to you.
Downside in this position is that anything Torin sends to the middle of the battlefield, at least on this turn, before he full sends all of his Molochs,
Looks
is
like
probably
maybe
going to
a
die.
3.
The downside, I don't know if I love this push from Torin to try to clear
Yeah.
the Twin Lance.
gonna advance
Getting rid of that piece
Okay.
early would be nice, but he's almost
The
certainly
idea
losing
is,
both
Fail
snakes in
them
response.
And, have
He will have
back
killed
ones
a ton.
charge.
In fact,
That's
most
charge,
of the
these guys.
screening from the
and then
Tau
just tap
army.
on to
However,
I'll just
Take
remind
your
you that,
control.
the Twin
He will
Lance
not
can
have,
potentially battle shock them.
Oh, okay. What's the range on that?
12 inches. put a bubble on him.
Yeah, cool. Thank you for that.
Oh yeah, good call. That was a very nice of Jesper to point out actually that he could target the Twin Lance's ability at the Hormogons,
bubble.
despite the
So
fact
I
that
guess
they're
we
not
have
the
one
ones being charged. It
as
doesn't
close as
care about
possible
that. You
without
can protect
charge,
other
so
Tau
don't
units with it.
charge.
Um,
I mean, if they're
but the big downside here is that Tauren won't have the beef
Um,
if he loses 2 monsters here to come back and basically fully engage with his army
don't
and
really have
keep a
good
couple of these models
target
alive.
'cause you've screened.
The downside as well is that Montcalm wants to generate these fights early,
They are chilling.
because if it's able to do so, it ends up
Can come in. Make a ton
benefiting
back
from
there.
its lethal hits for more of the
Sorry,
game.
my
If you basically like take a turn off and play very cagey into them,
comes in.
they'll essentially only get 1 turn of lethal hits into you.
Should be kind
on
of
Battle Round 3. Choose any unit at the start of the fight phase. Similar to Burning Ground? I believe so. Burning Ground, I think...
I guess tries to make his charge unfailable without drawing.
I think requires line of sight and range to a Torrent unit, right? Or Blazing Earth, excuse me.
Something like that. Looks like a is within 3.
Yeah, so the only difference
Now they will die.
is that the
This guy coherent as well.
The only difference in targeting, anyway, is that the Twin Lance can target flying units, which
those
Blazing Earth
hazardous really
can't,
kind of.
and they don't require
Brutal.
line of sight. Otherwise, it's basically identical.
This we go center with Neuro.
That stratagem is actually really powerful, by the way. I don't know why, but I thought it was like kind of not a very good ability, and then I used it one time, and I was like, "Wait, this rules." Let's your Infernus Marines screen almost perfectly against Deep Strikers. As long as they don't have good shooting, they will just never get hit by Deep Striking because they'll just flamer the Deep Strikers before they come in. If it's infantry,
and then that's 7 or that's 8, so there should be 1 less.
Well, you lost 3 to hazardous.
Yeah, so 3 to hazardous, and I had 1 guy back here to touch for tempting.
Mhm.
And it would have needed to be, no, it was this guy. Oh no, I was good on coherency, 2 within 2. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay, all good. I was just getting all ahead of myself. Sorry about that.
That's okay. 7. What's that OC?
1.
Could mess that up.
Does
I
the
think
Death
Death
Leaper
Leaper
battle shock them too? Is that
actually has to go this way. Actually, yeah, when you're within 6 of him, you should have been at -1 on your test. I think that maybe
I
failed.
think I rolled 1 8. I don't remember the other one.
I think I wounded you on 2s anyway.
That's for Death Leaper.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think we actually go there with the leap.
Yeah, we common misconception actually is that the Synapse ability has a very weirdly worded effect in it that looks like it affects all battle shock checks, but in fact only affects battle shock checks taken during Shadow in the Warp.
You have the
which I think throws people off quite a bit.
Side. I don't want to throw away any other assets.
I also totally forgot about all my indirect. Whoops.
Yeah, that tends to be decent to fire.
Oh, that is actually a big mistake. It's twin-linked smart missile systems going into the.
I would change what I'm doing with these guys potentially.
Yeah.
How do I think they rewrite Torrent and ignore cover weapon, considering the cover bonus?
Back here with the.
Do they need to?
No,
I don't think Torrent gets rewritten, right?
Free. I don't think.
Oh, I guess like Torrents won't need ignore cover, is what you mean?
On their data sheet, either a free ingress or a free heroic. They can do 1 per.
They might just remove it, honestly.
Round.
And you could ingress both in the same round, right?
Yeah, so I could go like pay a CP to ingress something, and then gosh, running out of words.
Infernus are out of line of sight, but an Intercessor Sergeant was in. Oh, with a Hand Flamer? The Hand Flamer Intercessor Sergeant for the win? That guy rules. You don't think the Hand Flamer is very good until you see the Salamander Hand Flamer guy. He goes hard.
Am I happy with this?
I love that little dude. Sometimes he
Nothing
just
is gonna be
rocks
able to
in
get
6
into
shots into the oath target with
zones. Get a 6
with Vulcan's
from
buff, and
there,
he just
from
hands your
there,
opponent 5 saves.
Putting a line down there. Oh, I need to give out synapse from these. Don't know whether they would have been in range. I think is Death Leap a synapse? I don't think he is.
Does he just bring back
Don't think it would be
templates?
super
No.
relevant.
It says he is.
And then everything says synapse because they abide the
Oh.
synapse rule.
I see.
And the Bioball can have it. Oh, I put a Spore Mine next to him. That's the wrong token.
Do you have the Neuralites with the hat? Oh, you do. Look at that.
Yeah. I think you're obliged to go with the hat, boys. Yeah.
That's what I thought. Then I saw a Tyranid player not using them. I was like, oh, this guy is sick in the head.
That's just rude, yeah.
The little dancing Neuralites.
Piranha.
We love them.
I think I could.
All templates.
Yeah,
No
I
chance.
think a
no.
Morlock will also come back this way.
So Moloch popping over here would be huge. That allows you to potentially
Do the
redeploy the
old-fashioned
Zoanthropes into an interesting spot. We do have a command point for Tauren. He should have free-stratted his stratagem
And
earlier.
then,
I don't know if he
when it does come to the shooting phase,
elected to.
which isn't yet, I could set
he
up
not?
a Spore Mine somewhere over here to deny an advance from that Piranha.
Oh, great move.
Then he wouldn't be able to clear. I'm going
That's
to
good.
sort of deny as much retail space as possible. I don't think he clears. If you auto 6 him, could you just check that? Maybe there just does. So I nudge him a point of inch or something. Oops, sorry.
I think he was.
If we leave this here and you measure 20 from there, that's exactly
20,
where he was basically.
Yeah, like this, and then here we go. Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. So if I just nudged him there, you wouldn't be able to jump.
It's going to be Flamer's
Yep.
strip cover. I sincerely doubt
okay,
that.
so they've moved.
Flamer's getting, or all Torrent
We're gonna
weapons getting
stay
ignore
in
cover
space.
baked in is going to be
So I
very
guess
strong.
we start resolving.
I would not. I would be surprised if we saw
reserves.
any other
So
changes.
first thing is the
besides
Morlock will come in, and
Yep.
I could screw myself here. What does the charge become?
It'll be some sort of carve out.
Kill it
I mean,
with
it's.
three.
I think
Kill
it's
the
probably
6
fine
at
if
least
it
I kill
just doesn't
3
do anything.
guys.
What's likely will happen is
That
they'll just
sucks.
release an
I think I
FAQ that
still have
removes
to
it
make this
from
spell.
Torrent weapons.
So, let's resolve. Let's see what we do to the Twin Lance first. So on a 2-up, he does mortals to the Twin Lance. He does.
Ides of
3
March and
forces them
Nova.
to take
Hell yeah,
battle
dude.
shock test.
Both of them incredibly fun
Battle
tournaments.
shock test.
I had a great time at both
They
this
fail their battle
past
shock?
year. Ides of March is going from
That's
strength to
definitely-
strength, by the way.
Oh, are they?
They've basically
Okay,
like
nice.
doubled
At least
their
the data
event
sheet
size
says
every year.
3 mortals, you said?
Yeah.
We'll go on this guy.
And then we'll resolve against the Pathfinders. Oops. Slow dice. I'm playing from Australia, so my it does D3. Doesn't battle shock. It does 3. Okay, we will make our charge a 6.
Good job, Moloch.
Morlock. See what he does to the Pathfinders.
Not grabbing this objective is,
He does
I
D3.
think, going to be problematic for
Yes,
Tauren.
3. Okay, we're going off.
I'm surprised that Death Leaper didn't push out over there.
I guess I may as well.
And we
leave
just
one
we
of
didn't
them
just
active.
expect to kill these
So
guys with
leader
a
has
zone
2
throw or
wounds. We'll
something.
take on him first. Then there we go.
Sure.
Maybe 4 guys live the Death Leaper. He only has 6 attacks.
Still nervous about flying? Yeah, it depends on what your army is. If you play a small army, you can typically fit their case into a carry-on, and then you don't have to worry about it. It depends on how large, like how voluminous your army is, though. If it's like a bunch of knights or
Let me see
million models or something, it might be tough.
table quarters.
You have to invest in like a hard
Yeah,
case
so
for
the
it,
Trigon
which
makes
is a
it
lot.
does get me engaged.
Death Guard or Salamanders? Death Guard might be fine. Salamanders can
Locust
get really big if you
within
play
6
all
of
the
the center?
tanks. My Salamanders army is like enormous.
And if I declare a charge, do I automatically fail the secondary?
If you action, you cannot declare the charge. I believe. Trevi, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah,
Because
that's right.
I'm wondering in my head, like if I start the action and then fail my charge, does that
Yeah. So if you declare the action, you can't charge.
Okay, so yeah, they're not going to do the action then.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. We'll start with the Trigon, a 6
Yep.
into the Twin Lance.
Ooh,
Bosses it. Just go in that corner, I guess. And then the Hormagaunts on a...
Oh, the Trigon might be
Pathfinder.
protected, actually.
Yep.
It looks like the Riptides don't have line of sight
Ooh,
unless they
we
move
can't
around
get
the
in
corner
the-
here. They will get line of sight there. But on this side of the wall, he's actually safe. That's a big deal. Although I think it's likely that both Riptides will get a shot.
You just need to be 8.6 away from the Pathfinder, I think. 8 closer.
On the fence
0.6,
about
so
drop
just-
pods?
Like, you're good if you just, you know what I mean? Like, you go 0.1 this way, then you can consolidate.
What? Sorry, but if he can't make it into... Oh, because he has to end closer? Yeah. So then he has to go...
Yeah, so
Oh, clever.
8.6.
Torrens attempting to
something like
get
that.
it so that
Perfect.
he
And
can
then,
move the Hormagaunt unit
then
towards the
We
objective.
just have to leave some friends with him, I guess.
As long as he kills the Pathfinder Shasui. Downside is that the Hormagaunts are only
He's
4+ weapon skill, strength 3. I don't believe he's going to get Synapse. Oh, he will from the Trigon Prime. Just kidding. So he's
this
going to be
guy's a
strength
hero
4.
if he lives.
But he's not going to have too many
Not to
attacks to
me,
kill him.
not
If
to
he
the hive
underswings
mind.
the hit roll, it could be bad.
I guess we just go there. Do a little shuffle across. Something like that. Death Leaper.
Infernus Marines with a Librarian. I don't hate that.
Charges are happening today. That's cool.
Definitely a spicy build, too. There's a build about using
Okay.
repulsors
I
with the
think-
Infernus Marines as
oh.
well.
You don't have interrupt anyway. Oh no, you do. So we'll definitely go into the Twin Lance.
Yep.
And yeah, let's see what the Trigon does. He hits on 2s and rerolls 1s. That's all hits. And then he's strength 10 plus synapse 11. You're probably higher than toughness 5.
Yeah, T6, 3s.
Big sad.
Oh, what a roll from
10
Tauren.
AP2s.
What a roll from
so-
Jesper. These rolls are crazy.
One guy
Trigon
always
almost
dies
full
for
converted,
sure, so should
but
I
we
re-CP
failed
reroll?
only
I don't think it's
3
worth it, so
saves
this guy dies.
from the Twin Lance.
I had to go for it though.
Oh my god,
takes the-
chat. The other thing I think that doesn't get mentioned as much about the Twin Lance is that it's almost impossible to one-shot the unit. They're just such a weird
Okay.
profile.
Yeah, because you're not interrupting.
that was a
No, go
crazy
ahead.
set of rolls. Tauren missed and failed to with almost literally nothing. But that was what, 10 saves, 7 out of 10 for up invulnerables.
Probably could have base, yeah. So
In fairness, you would have had to underswing pretty hard, I think, for Jesper to have
You
failed
just
or
shovel
to
those
have
guys
lost the
21 or
unit,
Whatever. It's all good.
right? Because even if he fails,
yeah, sorry.
or if he fails exactly
Yep.
5, he would die. So on the 50-50, he would die. But I think on average, Tauren probably
so we'll
hands
get
him
4 in.
only 9 saves. So the chances of the Twin Lance living there is pretty high.
4 will be. I think they're 4 base.
But
3 base.
obviously that made
3
it
base.
easy.
12 attacks.
4s and 3s.
Wow. 1.
5 up. 6-1.
Oh no. And the Pathfinder Shasui lived. That's what we were hoping wouldn't happen.
You know, re-rolling.
No, so he has 2 wounds. He's the leader has 2 wounds.
Oh, he's the leader. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does that mean I cannot complete this play?
I believe if they consolidate, you would have to end closer. I can't remember in this case. Could you be closer and touch this?
Maybe Trevor can clarify. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so if you can end engaging a unit, which at this point you can because you already are engaging one, then you each model must go towards the closest enemy unit.
That sucks.
Oh man.
Okay.
These two armies are just handing each other
6 attacks.
they're just tripping over each other's faces and handing each other huge wins.
He rolls 1s. And then 2s. 4 AP2.
They'll be on 6s. 3 die. 1, 2, 3. Doesn't matter at all for me. This guy cannot. Yeah, it doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3. Right. And
Yeah.
I'll do my one little Pathfinder punch on you. He hits. He
Oh, and the
fails,
Death Leaper
two
didn't
Pathfinder
even clear
punches
this
for Death Leaper.
objective.
Nada.
Oh, chat. That's 3 midboard objectives. That's an. I mean, I don't think that even matters. That was
Okay.
already a 15 for
That did not work well.
Tau. Oh
Locust?
no. Does Tau
What do
have
I do
units
here?
in
So engage
reserve
for
here?
2,
They
right?
don't.
And
They're
then
all on the
steal one onto it?
battlefield.
Nah.
Yeah, I think a little bit of a fumble from Torin. I think the answer
Okay,
here
over to you.
was to maybe absorb the missile shots from this piranha.
My Twin Lance
You just
move.
pop the zoanthropes into this ruin,
Here.
but just so they have line of sight to that unit, blast that unit away, clear this
Right,
objective,
and I will pick
clear
up
this
my
objective with the Death Leaper and perform your established locus.
cards.
And then just put this entire unit into these guys or shoot them with
Display
something.
and
This unit
extend.
honestly doesn't matter that
Yeah,
much.
I think because you failed bigly here, I get a 10.
Yeah, that was huge.
All right. I need to battle shock the Pathfinders, and they're -1, right?
Yes.
They're battle shocked.
Torin holds 1 objective right now.
Okay.
Oh,
And
that could have
this
been a big
guy-
turn.
Should be 15 on primary, I think, right?
Oh, hold more as well.
Because it's
right.
1-2
Thank
more,
you.
yeah.
That was huge.
Yep.
Oh, chat. We hate to
I
see
did my
it.
part for you. I failed to save. You just rolled too badly on wounds.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
was,
they
uh,
rolled 1 out of 6 4-ups, which
Yeah.
just kind of sucks.
It's funny too how much like the Twin
Dragon
Lance
almost killed these as well.
existing. Yeah. Okay, so then I'm battle shocking this one guy here.
Oh,
He's
did
a
we
hero, so
forget
he's gonna pass.
Synapse?
Oh, look.
Oh, I didn't watch the
Definitely
roll, chat. We might have forgotten Synapse on the
Okay.
Hormagaunts. Because the
So there's
Trigon
battle
Prime
shock,
gives it
so
the Synapse
movement.
keyword, the enhancement does.
Extending, and I'm displaying display.
If he thought he was winning on
3, does Spore Mine count?
4s, he should have been winning on 3s
5.
there.
I think it counts for positionals, even though it's OC0. Can't.
That's a tough one.
4, 5, 6. Okay, display easily enough. These guys are battle shocked.
I didn't catch it though.
So
I
these are
don't
just
think we're
gonna
gonna roll back the game state at this point.
Mm.
They're gonna fall back and desperate. Will die. Just gonna stand 3.5. 0.5. Okay. Stealth suits. We're gonna walk one out.
Display of might and extend battle lines
Wait
for
on
the
that
draws
a
for
second.
Jesper here.
On in the Moloch. And Hormagaunts.
That's an easy
Neurolictor,
pickup.
OC1,
We should
Darcy
clear most of the
1,
units in the
Coalition.
outside the deployment zone. It's only the Death Leaper and a Moloch. Death Leaper should die to something
Hero.
random.
We'll move here.
And you can just push some number of units in the middle and you're good. Extend battle lines is basically an auto score. Great draws for Jesper. Tyranids have so much of their army off the battlefield, though. You never know how it goes.
Okay.
The Neurolictor's in the
this guy's
ruin.
gonna
Yeah,
fall
this
back.
one is
I'm
for
gonna
sure.
go 2.
Yeah, so there should have been 2 sources of Synapse in
4.
those Hormagaunts. I think that
Should be outside
Torin
the
just
entry
forgot. He
game.
mentioned that he was out of range of the Neurolictors.
Perfect.
Excuse me, the Neurotyrants Neuroloids. So I think he just assumed he was out of Synapse
Off the
range and
objective,
forgot
I
that it was an
think.
aura
Looks like it.
off the midboard units. But again, I didn't see the roll chat. I don't know if that's what they're referring to. That's an awkward activation in any case, just because 4+ weapon skill is like so awkward. It's just a weird number to roll. Putting your entire life on a coin flip is never ideal.
We'll wait for that for a second while I think about it. This Riptide, this Piranha is going to go 4. And then 10. And he can advance as well. Okay, make room for the Riptides here. 9, 1.2. And then this one is advancing. So let's see what I need. If I rotate, do I get there on a 9? I do. And then what's going to stand on there? Hammerhead probably. Can the hammerhead ever shoot? If the hammerhead goes here, I should probably do that. Hammerhead advances. It goes only 11, which actually doesn't make it. So what are you going to do? You're going to go 6. Then he's going to go like this. Okay, this Riptide advances. Just going to stick his gun there. Stealth suits, we're going to walk one guy out. And then I need to make sure that I'm screened here. Just 9. These guys 9. We're not guiding anything with them. Vespid can fix that. Broadside can stand in here. Broadside advances. There's 10. Okay. So then Vespid will fix that. So that's good. Go skills here. I want to kill Hormagaunts. And
so it seems to me that we'll probably lose both the big guys in the middle plus the Hormagaunts.
One can walk here. The Croots walk out. Do I probably save them for now? So that's guide there. That's guide there. Moloch, Trigon. One more guide, maybe the Piranha. Okay. The Devilfish is just going to put a line on
Hermes.
Hermes, yeah. Okay. And the Piranha here.
The Piranhas are really, I think, really MVPs here because they're not susceptible to the same level of screening as other units are. Like they won't go down to a Neurolictor, whereas if you put a couple of Kroot or something in front of the Neurolictors, they will go down. They do require kind of an impactful activation out of the Tyranids to actually kill. And if you're able, if you're not able to do that, then they'll just continue screening over and over. What we really want is like some sort of repositional long-range gun, you know, rupture cannon or an acid spray or something that can just pick them out without exposing itself to counterfire.
Riptide,
but we don't have that right now in Tauren's build. The downside of not running Tyrannifexes, I think, which are kind of necessary in a lot of cases.
8 would be there, so he never helps. So I think he can just stay where he is, chilling. We'll shoot indirect.
A little bit of a side benefit of the Twin Lance, too, is that it is immune to natural battle shock.
That's clear. Let's see.
Because it can never be below starting strength. If it's below starting strength, or below half strength, excuse me. If it's below half strength, then it's dead.
And Twin Lance, am I moving?
So its ability to fall back is never compromised.
Through the tokens is only in my move phase.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trigon has no invuln as well, right?
No.
Just want to make sure I'm getting him with both Riptides. Yep. And you only have
2 units of Mephitic Blighthaulers. We take those guys because they're just cute little snails, right? That's why I take them.
Yeah.
Because they're just funny little guys with a little mouth.
So 10. Actually just come stand.
Relokai going crazy here.
Within
honestly,
him, and then just a line of sight.
I think that they sort of, as strong as the Twin Lance data sheet is, I think they sort of nailed the flavor. Because this is a unit you just want to
Rapid,
send.
like 9 out here.
You're just
which
full
could be
sending.
Raveners.
Um,
Obviously, that's slightly suicidal position.
Which is, it's
I-
very Montcalm
so
coded.
I'll just fill my screen back here with the Vespid, and then if you'd like to rapid.
Sorry, where were you putting the Vespid? In the backfield?
Just back here. There was a little spot, so I'll screen it. I'll put the 9s if you'd like.
Yeah. 9 off this guy too.
There's a spot back there, but I don't know if there's anything that Torrent
Potentially.
has that can fit in there. Not that deep strikes naturally. He does have a screamer killer that could come out of a tunnel, which is relevant. Also, an important thing to note is that Subterranean Assault has an aura charge reroll off monsters for 1 command point. The timing's a little bit nebulous. It's just in your charge phase. I talked to a couple of event judges about it. They said that of their opinion, you could actually declare its use mid-charge roll. So you could see whether or not the charge would fail. And there's a timing in between rolling and
yeah, I think
determining whether your charge is
bring-
successful to use the stratagem and reroll.
I'm
So
gonna
it's like a
bring the
command
big,
point with upside. I don't know if that's
upgrade up
necessarily
again.
100% true, but that's how it was played in the events that I went to.
And I think they're just going to go in this shadow.
6 Mythic Blight Holders, 3 Blight
As
Launchers,
long as nothing can see them.
2 Hell Brutes. Hell yeah.
Yeah, just the indirect.
Bloat Drone City.
That's what I got.
We love that. Raveners
Try that.
hopping in. Going to be able to push up and try to take out the Hammerhead here. Not really threatening the Riptide Battlesuits, unfortunately, which is going to be where a lot of this damage comes from. This is a very a very positive profile matchup for Riptide Battlesuits. The strength 10 of the Ion Cannons is going to do insane work in this particular matchup against a lot of the toughness 10 Tyranid monsters. One downside is that one downside of sub matchups is that without the lethal hits from the Montcalm army ability,
in the tail.
you actually don't do that much damage with Riptide Battlesuits. That's not nothing. Riptide Battlesuits are never going to be useless, but it is important to note that their damage output when they're
This was
wounding on
just a line
5s
you
is
were
very
drawing earlier
inconsistent.
as a thought, right? There's nothing on that line.
Correct.
Yeah.
The
Did you,
Chaos
click over-
Knights. That can happen
Oh, yeah,
if
it's
you
just
have
counting
lots of individual activations.
No,
like
I mean
that.
the turn.
You just overload their ability to deal with you.
Before? Yeah, I think I was at 109 or something. I took a
No,
little
no,
while.
I mean right click the turn so we both go up CP.
Oh, yes, sorry, I did not do
Yeah,
that.
there we go. All right, so there's my guides.
Don't think- they do it for free. That's right. I was going to say, I don't think I paid for that, but they do it for free.
So I'll start with the Twin Lance into the Trigon. It's Fusion guy, right? That's Ion guy. Okay, he overcharges. Hazardous. Oh, that's 2 dice. Okay, I'm gonna
Did he need
reroll.
a battle shock at all? For being...
He's half because he's unit of 2.
And then he takes wounds? I don't know how that works, actually.
He's at half because he's a unit of 2, I believe.
Oh, okay, even... Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, yeah, because it's just per model at that point, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, cool.
So hazardous, he's okay. And then here's the plasma. Lethal. Or do you defensively? Do you have anything?
Nah.
Oh, there's
Cover right?
plasma
Yeah,
rifles
ignore
on the
cover. And then your
Riptide
T10, so I'll wound
Battlesuits.
you on 5s.
Is that true?
You've got 2
Damn.
-3s, no cover.
2 6s coming your way.
6 damage.
Ouch.
And then his X.
Oh no, this is from
Pistols.
Rilokai. Okay, I got you.
Roll 1s from
Very rare you see the
suits.
plasma taken, the Twin Links plasma taken on the
and
Riptide Battlesuits.
5s. 1 -1, no cover.
4 up. Nope.
2 damage. This little gun drone. Both miss. Shard storm.
Oh, we lost our
system,
fusion gun
2
guy. That's why.
shots.
I see what's happening. I'm sorry, chap. I was a little distracted there,
And then
apparently.
he's wound on strength 5, so 6s. Reroll 1s. You've got 3 0s, no cover.
Good on those.
Cool. And I think that is all his guns.
Hope so.
Yep.
Pretty
Cool, he's
absurd.
done. So yeah.
Cheaper than my Trigon, by the way.
Yeah.
Well,
It's hilarious how
not anymore. Not anymore. but,
even if you
in
use
this
them
pod-
badly, yeah, they still trade up and they're awesome. So Piranha shoots all his garbage there. Actually, we'll go the Fusion there and the Seekers into the Moloch. These will be on 4s because he's an observer. So the Fusion will miss, and then the 2 Seekers into the Moloch on the back, both miss, and then the little shots for the Trigon on 4s, and then it's strength 5, so 6s, 1 AP 0.
Which one was this on?
The Trigon.
3 up, I guess. Good.
All good. Cool, they're done. All right. So
Reach.
Ghost Keel will shoot the Hormagaunts, not overcharging. 6 shots on his gun. On 3s. Lethal, and then 2s. You've got 5 -1s, no cover.
That would be 5 6s. So we'll lose 4.
Okay, and the fusion will hit, and it's twin linked, and the fusion will kill 1 more. He's done. The Hammerhead will shoot everything into the Hormagaunts except his Seeker. He'll hold on to those. So here's his little missiles. And lethals and 3s. You've got 5 AP 0s, no cover.
There you go.
All right. The broadside. So Riptide number 1 puts his big gun into the Trigon. And his little shots, the indirect into the Raveners, and then the missile pods into the Moloch.
Okay.
So big gun, hazardous. I'm okay. Reroll 1s, lethals, and then 4s. You've got 5 -3s, no cover.
5 or 4? Oh, did you have a lethal as well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
5. I believe 5 6s. Let's go.
6s? No.
Oh.
Weirdly, they don't deadly demise. So
Yep.
They're huge, but they don't. Oh.
And then the 3 shots for the Raveners on 4s. And then on your T5, right?
Yeah.
4s twin linked. 1 AP 0, you have cover.
3 up. Good.
Cool. The missile pods for the Moloch in the back. That's not a stealth suit guide, so no rerolls. And then 5s. Nothing. Okay, so he's done. Riptide here. We'll put his indirect into the Raveners. And 4s, twin linked. 3 0s, you have cover for the Raveners.
If I can get it in the box.
In the box.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Broadside does the same thing with his missiles. 4s. And a 4 twin linked. 1 more 3 up for you.
Ooh, they're surviving.
Okay. So then the other Riptide is going to... I'll spend 1 CP to give him the extra AP, targeting the Moloch, and we'll also give it to the Vespid. And then he is going to...
Oftentimes we'll see a War Shaper in the back here who gets
and-
to use a strat for free. A little bit of command point economy there.
The devs for now.
Nice
So
thing is that it doesn't
hazardous,
require that the second unit target the target of the stratagem,
and everything,
which is why we're using it on the Vespid here.
Yeah, everything into him. So
Getting AP3,
it's a miss. There's lethal.
AP3. I don't know if we're ignored cover here.
2 -4s. You have cover.
No,
I
I guess it's just to buy the Piranha.
Nice.
I like these tokens.
Oh,
The
cool.
Observer Spotter tokens are
pod.
great.
All hits. 2 -2s. You have cover.
Moloch surviving. What a Chad.
4 ups.
These guys do, they are repeat
damage.
customers. They're going to do continuous
Oh,
damage
that's
as they go if they're not
Yeah.
killed here.
And then
They're also very good at clearing screening units if they are able to get into melee.
2 0s. You have cover.
Would they not go to 1?
Well, you have cover, so it's a 3 up either way.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Cool.
You are right.
So that is all done. I think that's basically all the shooting, except for the Devilfish and the Piranha into Death Leaper. So Piranha and Death Leaper, he's shooting all this garbage. So Seekers on 4s, 1 hit.
-1. I
Yeah,
guess you got
3s to
it. So
4s, and
Yeah.
strength. Yeah, so that's 1 on your invuln.
T6, strength 12 on the.
14.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 4 up. Nah.
It is min 2.
CPI. How much other shooting do you have from this thing?
1 fusion. So 1
You know, it's
Melta.
2 damage. And it'll hit on a 4 as well.
Correct.
I think it's pretty big if he survives. I'll reroll it.
Sure. 2 for
He
2.
does.
Nice. The Melta hits. Wounds. One more.
Come on, Death Lever. No.
Oh,
Death Leaper down.
I guess it's D6 plus 1, right?
R.I.P.
plus 4.
Ah, okay. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
super dead.
The good one, yeah. Okay, and then I don't think there's any indirect for the Devilfish. I guess we just shoot into the Spore Mine.
Well, the Moloch
Once.
surviving,
you go.
not unscathed, but relatively unscathed is actually a
Cool.
pretty big deal here. I expected
I
Torrent to
think
lose that,
that
and he has a
is
good position on
it.
his hyper adapted right now. I think this turn
Twin
could have gone
Lance,
worse for
we'll go
Tyranids, and I think
backwards.
this gives Torrent a good opportunity to send.
And
He
yeah, 'cause I'm
could
not charging
choose to
anything.
wait
I
around
extend
and
it
just
this way.
clear the piranhas so that he can send when his opponent loses
And
lethal
I'll
hits.
Click to you.
We'll see what he elects to do. Because the hyper adapted are here, I imagine that he chooses
Yeah, before
to
I see
just all in.
stuff, I guess I'm gonna spend a point to pick up my 2 more locks.
The thing you can do, which is interesting, is you can drop the hyper adapted for free to build a tunnel, and then just drop them back into
Locks
reserve
on
because of the
top.
Ravener
2
ability.
in my
So he could even choose to
And,
up down that unit.
the
But we are
Ravens
going to
will
be
use their dead
dropping
sheets.
all the Molochs into reserve.
Um,
Ravener's going into reserve as
Sky
well.
Ingress
And we do have
for a
tunnel
reason,
networks
so I
available for
should
the
be just walking out.
Zoanthropes to reposition as well.
Cool.
How do we feel, chat?
Phase.
What's Torrent going to do? Are we pushing?
Do I
We all in?
try and shock you and get +1 to wound on everything?
Start of turn? No way. Start of turn. He's considering a start of turn shadow in the warp? No way. We pull that trigger. Well, there is a lot in reserve. Well, I won't say a lot. There's two additional monsters in reserve.
Move.
Plus these. Actually, there is a lot. He's only lost this. He has quite a bit coming out of reserve here.
10 inches, so he'd need
And then he has a reposition available for the Narrow Tyrant.
Attenders. Yeah, so then that would reach the Hammerhead on an advance of a 2. But we're not gonna. Yeah. Full position.
So have their whole list yet left. San's 2 Pathfinder teams and half a Twin Lane.
Stickied.
I mean, it's not a for having gone first and having 1 round of activation up on the
Let's
Tyranids.
just use
It's
the
actually
Age
looking
bit
fairly even in terms of
versus
casualties.
Neuroelectrical
The
Trial
downside
and
is that
Battleshock
Tau get to attack from
Piranha.
longer range, so they can more consistently deal damage.
Nice.
That was it.
He's brave.
We'll try again.
Secondary currently is
Is it
engaged in all
Winston?
fronts. I don't think Torn
No,
drew his
no,
second one. I
Actually,
think he held engage from last turn.
Yeah.
No, he scored it.
He's loving it.
He scored engage.
Yeah, Battleshock would be pretty big.
So I don't think he's drawn here. Let's ask. It says secondary is his turn.
He hasn't drawn them yet. He's still just.
Oh, yeah. I guess I can draw them now. I've done my pickups. So.
Yeah.
No primary. We've got you don't call, right? So get rid of that. Marked.
Here we go, chat.
And Sabo.
Kind of gross.
Ew, marked for death and sabotage.
2. I'm
Yucky.
thinking, like, you have no way to get to these, correct?
To what? Sorry.
These 3, like the shooting, you can't drop. I guess you could drop within 24.
Yeah,
Examples.
unironically,
You can
Zoanthrope drop to
put a
kill a
6-inch
Riptide
there.
is almost the
This
play.
one. So that means I should do the Vespids, the stealth suits.
Marked on the Vespid does lock them in. I imagine we just pick this Pathfinder and shoot him with a Venom Torrent to kill him.
So you went first, didn't you? So I still got
Yeah.
first shot. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So what did you pick? Sorry, Vespids, stealth suits, and middle
Actually, I
Riptide?
shouldn't. So does that mean Vespids are staying there? Yeah, because they still need to screen. All right, it's all good.
Yeah, you're happy with that? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try and battle shock your whole army.
All right.
Start of turn. Oh,
So do you want to point and I'll roll?
Man, I don't know if I like
Yeah,
this
where are
play,
the
chat.
tokens?
Start of
Battle
turn.
tokens.
Shadow in the
Okay.
warp is so
So-
bold.
Yeah, let's go.
What?
Piranha here.
So on an 8,
This
He
will
fails.
clear. The reason that this is pretty
Shot
wild is that it
Faster.
will
Or it's a
clear
Riptide.
You can
On an
yeah,
8,
you call it out.
yeah.
at
So
the
he
start
fails,
of
next
the Tau
Riptide.
next turn.
Fails.
So
Spell suits.
this only affects them for this
Pass.
one turn.
Twin Lance.
Whereas
passes,
if we did it on
Hammerhead,
the opponent's turn,
fails,
it would
Ghost
affect them
Beetle,
during their shooting phase, so it
passes,
disrupts their ability to
Riptide,
target.
Mark. Passes. Vespid. Fail. Stealth suits.
The Hammerhead
fail,
gunship being
Double Fish,
being hit does mean a
fail,
Neuroelectric could
Root,
affect it, so we can run in
fail,
with the Raveners and just probably pick it
Piranha,
up with only a couple
fail, Not so
activations.
brave anymore. And Pathfinder at the top. Fails.
Wow,
and
yeah,
Pathfinder in
and
the
this is
middle, the
why
hero
this
of the
effect is
game.
so powerful into
Fails.
this matchup. Almost literally every single activation
Oh, the two
failed.
guys I wanted to hit did not get hit.
If he had hit that during the Tau turn, their turn would have been abysmal.
You can't
They would have
pull back
had
and shoot
one
the
stealth
Hammerhead,
suit, but performing
The dead weight in this match.
performing screens or performing spotter
does,
activations.
If he gets to
He
look at
does
his head.
have he does have heavy, and he has +1 to hit against vehicles, so I think he still hits on 2, even if you tag him.
Yeah, that was very aggressive. I think he was
Monster
hoping to kill the Ghost Kill
Tyranids.
battlesuit, but real talk, the Ghost Kill is he's not the biggest danger. He is dangerous to the Raveners, don't get me wrong. If he has an Ion Raker, which he does. So he will kill Raveners really easily, but I mean, sometimes you just got to live with them for a couple turns. I mean, the Ghost Kill battlesuits are basically free, and they are just extremely difficult to kill, to the point that I'm sure the Hyper Adapted will kill him because they can overload his capacity to save, but it's not even a guarantee.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. It's not the. This.
Very aggressive play from Tyranids here, chat. I don't know if I agree with that.
Probably like one guy fits in the corner.
We'll see. We'll see how Tauren does this turn.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, I guess he was hoping he hit the Riptide and could kill the Riptide with a couple of Raveners with a long charge. If he was able to get that charge off, that would have been enormous. But the Raveners, I mean, they're still one out of 5s. It's obviously not as good, but beating up on a Riptide is still pretty solid. Gives you an easy kill on it the next turn. I do wonder if he is going to be pushing his Zoanthropes this turn. I have to imagine that he will, to try to kill 2 Riptides.
Nice to shock him. Why'd you have to change your mark from over here?
I didn't even
Who
realize
knows?
this little gap in the middle, but I guess yeah, you can just do it like.
He can get a reroll on this charge
Probably.
really easy. Oh, actually,
yeah,
I
if they
think
sit
we
on
forgot.
here, that's kind of the thinking.
Oh, sorry, you just need
True.
to my
yeah.
hero here.
You guys got it.
Oh, I'm totally standing on top of it.
We can remove this crater, make things easier for these guys.
Yeah, no Priz would have been nice actually with the.
Yeah,
couple
anything
of
but action
lone
cards.
Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sabo is not the draw we wanted to see. Although I think Tauren could have full scored out last turn. It's interesting that he elected not to. Maybe a little bit of rust getting
so
shaken off.
maybe- That just comes and nukes me if I bring the. This is hard.
Problem with Sub-Assault is that Nids don't trade up, usually trade down.
Don't think kill a Riptide without plus.
I mean, I guess so. The difference is that they don't typically have
Dice,
to,
yeah.
like, they have to
DP
trade
for
down,
minus
but they
damage
never
or
have to
whatever.
not trade. If
It's
that
shooting
makes
only.
sense, right?
Yeah, I'm just thinking for my zone thropes.
Oh yeah.
So, like, you're never in a position where Tyranid units are just running into the meat grinder because you can position them
those
to
are the two
always get
markers from them.
engagements. I found that it ends up being like more consistent than I think you give it credit for in a lot of cases.
These tunnel markers. if
You
they
really
plan
do
end
have
the
to
move or
clear
just
these
be
little
within
individual
during the
models,
move?
though.
If you're ever within 3.
You keep doing your turn. I'll double check.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, drops within 3 is the effect. It's like they're essentially just cult ambush tokens with extra steps.
It has to end the move. Okay.
Good to know.
And then you do the Helldivers. The Helldivers grenade pistol right into the bug hole. Was playing Helldivers early yesterday, chat.
I think everything's coming in though.
Rocked a little
These guys
little
have
pyrotechnic
pullback,
grenades.
which is
You get like
worse.
8 of them, and they blow up bug holes. Really good. If you haven't played those things, they're
I
awesome.
think we got to go for some points.
If this detachment was given to any other army, it
I
would be
think the
top.
idea
Yeah,
would be
I
to
don't
free
disagree.
strat.
It's so funny because it's so
And
clear how bad the Tyranid
the
Codex is.
zone
You
through
look at that
Slender
detachment ability, and you're like, "This is broken."
in the middle.
There's no way this isn't broken, and it isn't because their codex is so trash.
I could actually just
Almost
end
the
up
same for
using
Invasion
Morlock
Fleet, to be honest.
remove
Army
that
might
guy
sustain your
first.
lethal. Your pick is crazy. I mean, obviously with more
I'd probably
addendums
use
than that,
everything to
but it
basically
is
be
pretty
charging
solid.
in. So that, yeah, that
6-inch on the Trigon. Trigon's dead, unfortunately, Shan. The thing is, I don't disagree. I do wonder like how the real estate ends up working, because the Trigon eats a lot of the position where you'd want to place your models. The other thing to keep in mind is that the home objective is only worth control or victory points for you, and there's a breacher team standing next to it. So you just lose your unit to the breacher team without actually disrupting their score almost at all.
Do a load of breaches kill a winged hive tyrant? Probably. I reckon so.
I think I hand you like 24 ups if I spend a CP.
Yeah. So there's a chance. You're saying there's a chance.
Yeah.
I gotta clear all this again. I just can't tell where my guys can go.
Yeah, no worries.
Um,
The downside of the
Fuck it all,
Trigon,
clear.
and I'm glad it works this way,
just hide.
is that it unfortunately
what
can't charge the
is
turn
that?
at 6-inch deep strikes.
That
And
was
there's
just
no
that
way,
was my sight line for when I
unlike
you guys
demonic
from reserve.
incursion, that
I know,
automatically
it's,
6-inch deep strike in this
I don't know what these
detachment.
9-inch bubbles are.
Which means that unless
That's
you
for where
have,
I could
you
arrive
can use it
through
as
Oh,
a
I see.
setup.
I'll leave
Gotcha.
those up. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But in and of itself, it is never a its own. It's never its
Honestly,
own
never
sort of
very good,
aggressive unit.
to draw off of them. It's probably something like that.
Looks right.
Something around. And then Ghost Kill, we can just do one off of him. So we could snake here.
It's probably for the
We
best that
are
Tyranids
just-
don't have a natural 6-inch deep strike. I think that would create some problems, most likely. Well, I don't know.
So
Who
giving
knows?
out synapse wasn't
Looks like we are going to look to
Mhm.
push the Zoanthropes pretty far forward.
Stays in the Bible.
Hopefully, we see the Zoanthropes get some
We
work
are
done.
coming
Hive Tyrant
play,
pushing forward
sir.
as well. Nice thing here
Well,
is that
makes sense.
Tau don't have any reserves. One thing I do
Anymore.
often see is the
What the hell are they gonna do? I have
um
no idea.
Twin Lancing reserve to just ingress in these positions and then take your
Guess
home
if I
objective. But
position
in
this a little
this
better
mission,
instead of
I think it's the
trading
correct call not to do that.
that way. I could fit a guy in there.
Would be a problem for the army to actually be good. Yeah,
Zero in
maybe.
here, 22.
According to
That's
Games
just-
Workshop, well, I don't
That's
know.
right with you?
We saw 9th edition.
Yeah.
9th edition turned
Oh,
out
yeah,
some
so he's
kind of way when
probably actually
Tyranids
gonna
released.
block.
The faction was
Unless a
maybe
Morlock
one of
pops
the
up,
most
kills
broken
him.
codexes released in the last decade.
So that
It was
would
absolutely
probably be the
insane.
play. So they haven't tunneled yet. The Morlock.
And sorry, this is the setup for the Raveners? Because I think I'll just overwatch it with the Twin Lance.
Yeah, they're
An Overwatch.
yeah.
I guess we do have the
have I
the
finished my
ion
other
cannon.
moves just before so I'm not
Yeah.
gaining any information from you. Yeah, so this happens at the end, so that doesn't matter. Yeah, we can say these guys. I'm coming. There.
Okay. I just want to check. The max mortals the Moloch does is 3.
Yeah.
And can you get 2 Molochs within 12 of him?
Looks like yes.
One would be there, and then the other one like in here. Okay, yeah, so I do the Overwatch on setup. So here goes Hazardous. Here's Hazardous. He's okay. 6 shots, sustains. Oh, one more. And I'm strength 8, so 3s. 1 -3, no cover. So I think one just dies.
Damage? Yeah.
3.
Kill that guy. Yeah.
The XV pulse pistol. Nothing. The twin pulse blaster. Nothing. And the shard storm burst system. 6 shots. Nothing. All right, hold on.
Well done. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ignore cover because of their own datasheet ability is strong.
9.
Killing a model here is a big deal, though. Hopping the Moloch in to try to pulse mortal wounds everywhere.
That's not legal.
Yet again. The important thing to note here is that the Molochs do have to arrive from regular Deep Strike to trigger their ability. If they arrive from
Really nice.
the Subterranean Assault ability to come out of a tunnel marker, they actually don't use their mortal wounds.
Put the small lock here.
A little bit of
So
a
I'll resolve the mortals. That's too
um,
the tunnel there. So we'll go.
I guess
on
safety
the
valve for
solo
them being able to
Sashri,
pulse mortals more easily.
and kill him. On the ghost kill, does D3 and it does 2. On the hammerhead, no, I don't reach the hammerhead. No, full of crap. On the twin lance, does D3, does 2, and on the piranha, does D3 and it does 3.
Cool.
Cool. So then that would clear this spot for the Zoanthropes to happily land. That's going to be my free strat.
And this was the 6-inch here? Oh, no, just the...
I can do as many through the tunnel, 6
Got it.
inches. Oh, there's a piece in the middle. I didn't even see that. So I think I need to have the snake.
Yeah, you got all 6 on. I think that's the important part.
Yeah, it should have 2 either side, basically.
Going for the hammerhead instead of the
Then we just have
riptides.
the newer turn in there.
Interesting. Downside is that the Zoanthropes are a great profile into the riptides and vice versa.
And then we have...
If we can get a kill on a riptide battlesuit, that's a lot of
the
potential
Morlocks to
damage you're
bring in.
ignoring. But obviously the hammerhead gunship goes down just
too
as
many
easily
things.
too.
I can't decide what to do with all my things. I think this Morlock maybe comes to finish. Paralyzed by choice here. Does it finishing the Morlock? Yeah. Piranha. Probably kind of nice. Then he dies immediately. Just do a large charge around the corner. So they're gonna go there, there. They'll go into the...
Torn still has a couple units in reserve here. The one thing about Subterranean Assault that you really can't afford to do is play
Doesn't
very
tag
KG,
anything
so
if
I'd
I
like
go
to
that
see
way.
him push them. I think
think it
one
might
thing
be
he missed is that
these
he should have a tunnel marker
Morlocks.
here as well. Because he deployed a Moloch back there
Still get
last
mortals
turn,
if I come into
which
this
could
space,
potentially allow it to
maybe.
tow this objective marker without
Really?
requiring the Hive Tyrant to charge. Looks like we are going to drop it.
Yeah, he wouldn't do this. It would be 6-inching. Nope.
Yeah, this is very aggressive, chat.
I just don't think that's worth trading for a Piranha. Maybe we're just coming down in the middle. Though I don't want to hit the sassy boy. So it might be a bit awkward.
Oh, I thought you were going to say because you like him.
Well, I don't mind him. I do like where he is because it makes my Hive Tyrant actually able to do something. Yeah. It's not
Yeah,
really
Tao's
useful.
very safe right now. I do think that I mean, maybe you get to the position where it's just impossible for you to come back in the late game here. But I do think I would have liked to have
Guess they're
seen
staying in space.
I would
Maybe
would
this
have
is a
liked to have seen
mistake.
more passive play from the Tyranids in general. I
Yeah.
think Torrens been playing this extremely aggressively, and I don't know if
The
he
blanks that
necessarily
the
needs
ghost kill
to.
does, is that shooting only or is it melee too?
Everything.
Everything. Okay. CP do I have? 2. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, that'll be my moving stuff.
Right.
And we will go into shooting at things. I'm going to spend a CP. Oh, I think before I do that, I have to actually spend it in the face to give these guys sustained and ignores cover.
Okay.
Yeah. And what we'll do is... Last cannons into the Riptide. And... What's the toughness of a Riptide? 10. 9.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know 5s. Need to get 2 through on... What's the toughness? 6, so also wounding on the 5s. Just put everything into the Riptide.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it'll be 6 attacks hitting on 2s because Neurotarget gives them +1 to hit. 6 is
Yep.
sustain and lethal.
Interesting.
Kind of gross. Okay.
Push here.
Nice.
Lethal sustain. And then we're struck 12, so we'll be 3s. Video's really bad. Okay. 4 on your in one.
Looking for 4s. So
Okay.
if you max roll damage, I die. Can you just roll 1 before I CP reroll? Ooh.
7.
Ooh.
I do have a flame.
Okay. Yeah, I better CP reroll this.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh,
my
shit!
Do I blow up? I do.
Oh, what a shot!
Unbelievable. Okay.
He's
What the hell?
D6. Okay. Hammerhead.
And he explodes! 2 6s
5.
on damage into a 6 on deadly
Ghost
demise,
Kill.
and the Riptide blows up in the middle of the Tau army.
And you're out.
Whoa,
That's it.
chat!
I will spend
Can
1
you reach
CP to
these?
give myself
Yeah.
Oath on the Zoanthropes.
That was
Makes
wild.
sense to me. I think
Two
that's a good
marks.
play.
Obviously, it
yeah.
didn't matter at all here, but just in future, if you want to reroll against random damage weapons, you have to slow roll.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Thanks.
They are
So
explicitly
you would
prevented.
roll your saves one at a time.
Yeah, the saving throws and damage rolls are explicitly prevented by the core rules from being fast rolled if your damage is random. So when you roll all your saves, technically we're doing it too quickly, basically.
Okay.
Gotcha. Thank you.
And we're gonna flame the ghost keel.
Did not matter there though.
3.
That was insane, chance.
Or,
That was nuts. We
7.
did have the flamer from the Neuro Tyrant, as well as the Venom shot from the
3
Raveners that could potentially have gone into that.
So I'll be on
But
3s.
2 6s on
Take
damage to
No.
one tap the Riptide through a command point reroll. Torrens got to be feeling good about that. If he can get the big
any other
charge into the
shooting?
Hammerhead here, he could potentially knock 2 of these Riptide or these models in the middle out, and that really changes the game state quite a bit.
Here.
Still 3 big activations available between the Breachers and the Riptides, but we're gonna start to strain the Tau gun line. It should be noted that these Riptides feel like big, punchy shots.
And then
but
you killed my Trigon, so that's quite literally all my shooting. I'll spend a point.
they're only
for
really
reroll
worth about half of
off
one
of
enemy
the
unit
Moloch.
by themselves.
I'm
They
gonna
don't
put
typically
the,
one-shot
starter
stuff
charge
unless
on
their
Battle
profile
Shot down
matchups are
first.
incredibly good or they get very lucky.
They are in synapse range. Yeah, so 3d6.
Yeah, clip that chat. Clip it. Get that clip.
Fail, actually.
8.
Yeah, roll
7.
7.
Yeah.
So they fail.
So they're battle shocked and they're -1 charge.
Oh no! And a
roll that
Ravener squad
charge.
fails the battle shock into the
Any to 7?
Into the
All the 6s.
Twin Lance here.
Sorry, I didn't even say it, but I meant to say
Yeah,
I'm just going into the Twin Lance. I
Yep.
think that was...
One thing we could
Yeah,
do is
sorry.
actually project a
I was
charge
doing
reroll aura off the
11
Neuro
style
Tyrant
charge
right
there.
now.
Just
That-
roll my dice.
I'd be so
and then-
nice in 11th edition, 12 inches. Well, now that I've rolled the 12, I'm going into your DZ.
Yeah, I'm going to go wherever, yeah.
Yeah, that
and I
that
think I did
change for
mention
11th
it
is
that,
actually
the
it blows my mind
second Neuro
because it
was gonna be
definitely
doing the
wasn't the
seventh, yeah.
problem with charging.
People
People are like, we don't like random
were gonna
charges because
sorta
they're
try and go into
inconsistent.
there, but
And
I think they just go into the
Candy,
skill
thank you
now.
for the thank you for the clip in the Discord server. I appreciate
7 is plenty.
that.
And the ghost
But
skill
everyone's
gonna
complaint
blank
is like
too.
I fail 4-inch charges
Correct.
sometimes, and it ends the game, and I lose because I chose to play melee. And Games Workshop is like, what if instead of that we made 6-inch or 12-inch charges just really good? And you're like, well, that's not what I want. I don't want the phase to be less consistent. I want it to be more
I
consistent.
think I shuffled this.
What are you
Swarm.
doing?
It was just, yeah.
Well, he wasn't
He
here.
wants to
I'm sure.
tag the stealth suits.
Oh, right,
I
okay,
don't
I
know if that
gotcha.
will change
So,
much
yeah.
because the stealth suits in the
I
back here have
actually-
line of sight to
I
most of
moved
the
it by
things that can
accident, so if
engage
you
them
want to put it
anyway.
wherever you wanted it.
Most of these guys are
That's
going to
I'll
get.
show you
They're
this
also
as
an
we
inch off
go
the wall
into-
here, so I don't think it's
Yeah.
going to matter. The codex is bad, but
Sort
the
of
spikes are
huge deal,
glorious.
exactly.
I mean,
right.
being able to very
Not-
reliably
not
fully
T-
commit
is-
your
is this
entire
guy
army
T10?
into your opponents is actually like a pretty good detachment
Yeah.
ability. I'm not going to lie.
Actually, doesn't matter. All my stuff's strength.
Even if your data sheets are bad, you are attacking them with
Because it's
like
nuts.
1,800 points of models.
And then we would have one have to go there and be out of engagement. Then you can't. Did we already discuss you can't fall back and shoot with
Correct.
the?
Yeah, only the ghost skills and the riptides.
Cool.
Interesting thing about the stealth
might as
suit
well
data
try
sheet,
along
by the
one
way,
with
folks,
the Morlock.
is that
He's got reroll charges, so
they have pistols, which actually allows
Right.
them to
Fine.
fire while engaged, which means they're eligible to.
I'll save his position. So he's gotta go around a bit.
They're eligible to spot
and-
even in melee.
And straight shot.
It's pretty weird.
Correct.
And it's
Clever.
pretty good.
So 3.5 clear the wall. That gives 6.5.
It's good.
Does
Yeah.
that put him within an inch? I think it does.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's lucky. Wind
Andy's
Tide
gonna
Tyrant
pick up
into
the piranha.
Lone boy.
And Torin didn't even
Yep.
full send. He still has
Oh my
2
goodness.
Molochs and a
Charge.
Screamer Killer in reserve. Another double 6. Chat, check the dice box.
Come here
Do you
I
think
can't be
he?
in
Do you think he
the-
modded the dice box on my map base?
of the thing. So we'll have to go here.
Oh
for
my
now.
god, this turn is
Um,
crazy. He
The
made
Neurolictor
every
will just
charge.
Do both. I don't think he can fail, so I'll just
Yep.
bonk him in. Like that.
Neurolictor goes in as well, so we can potentially have the Neurolictor clear the
so
Pathfinder. Wing Tyrant goes into
two,
the Piranha. You get both. You get the other Piranha in the
sorry.
corner.
I will
You should get the
just-
Ghost Keel here.
Hmm.
Downside is that we won't get the Hammerhead gunship, but we will take the objective away from him.
Need to make sure I line up on here.
I would love to see a charge from the second Neurolictor to try to
I wish I
tow
could tank shock with
steal
a hard
the,
time. That'd be cool.
objective.
Yeah,
I don't know
maybe
what
an
we're doing
11.
here.
Maybe grenades too.
They can spot any unit, yeah. There's no targeting
Cool.
restrictions on spotting. So you can, for example, spot a lone operative from like,
5.
18 inches away or
Inch.
something. Doesn't matter the
Oh, it's
range.
busted.
So as long as they're just looking at
There's
whatever
another
they
one,
need
yeah.
to,
I
they
definitely
can
can't
just
stand.
still spot without penalty. One of these small upgrades they got in the new
Pile them in
codex.
there. Yeah, I think
Or in
this
the
is
new
fine.
data
It just goes
sheets?
in there. So then the idea: Neurolictor kills here, Hive Tyrant piles there, blows that and goes there.
Okay.
But the
feels
Neurolictor
A little
might
unlikely, chat,
block
but
him if I do that. Right, his positioning.
Yeah, because Neurolictor will fight, kill him.
Let's see. If I pull the Neurolictor just here,
oh, we're gonna try to
You wanna get the
sabotage with the
Winged
other
Tyrant on the
Neurolictor. That's what
objective.
we're gonna. That's what we're
yeah.
doing
So then
here,
the Winged
chat.
Hive Tyrant would.
I don't think there's a way that this
So,
works,
Let's
Torin.
say he piled and touched here, and blew it up. Then he wouldn't be within 3. Okay.
Yeah, he would also move towards this objective, not that one.
And the Piranha can't fall back and do stuff either, right?
No.
So yeah, I
Yeah,
think wildly
I think
we
this
just charge the
was-
Neuro into and tag the.
Yeah,
Piranha.
okay. Yeah, that's the right call. So that deoccupies
I don't
this
think I can
objective, or deobsects this
stop
objective.
this.
So it stops scoring
Yes,
for
I could just give
Jesper.
up on sabotage.
Jesper should be at 0 primary this turn.
3
Oh, no, just kidding.
again.
He may score primary because these Ravagers battle shocked in Torin's
will.
charge phase.
I'm gonna give
So
up. on
Torin's going to
sabotage.
need to get the Maw Lock onto that objective, I
I'm
think,
sorry.
and
I'm
potentially
so
kill
indecisive today.
the... Oh, he needs
We'll
to
do
kill
exactly
Relokai.
This.
Forgot about that battle shock. That's a pretty big one. Because it works in the opponent's turn, it means it progresses through your own
Yeah,
turn.
then
so
we've
that unit
got
no
to
longer
start- I
contests
think we
objectives.
are obliged to start against this lad.
Yep.
12 attacks. 3s rerolling. 1s.
Nice.
And they are getting synapse range, so should be 4s twin
Fours.
linked.
Good thing.
6.
He dies.
2 each. I'm guessing these. Yeah, these are off the wall to not be tagged. I guess we just block. Like so. Guess we could stop them going out, something like that. Let's get closer to the center. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we'll go with the million billion boys.
Yes, sir.
So you should have been based here. So we just come base to base there, base to base there. Should have been base to base there, there. Do I just put everyone into the ghost keel? I think I don't get greedy. I've already tagged the hammerhead. Extra damage into it isn't doing much for me. So we'll just go with all of them, which will be 33 attacks. Because the prime has an extra 3.
Yep.
And we will hit you on 3s, 6s sustain, reroll 1s. And then we will wound you on 5s, but we're twin linked. 20 attacks.
Look at that
Blank
chat.
two.
Blank 2. And then I need to roll
AP2
lots
on
of
these.
4s. That's a lot, but I do die. Do I blow up? I do not.
I would have liked to have seen Torin roll the
Tag.
Moloch first here, because then I think he'll know whether or not he can contest this objective. The Hammerhead gunship is about to put 3 OC on it as soon as he
Moloch.
unbattle
Let's
shocks,
go
which
with
means knowing whether or
16
how many
attacks
models you need to put
into
there to
the
take that is big.
Piranha.
Because what we need is the Moloch to go here and kill the Piranha and then consolidate to the objective. Because he didn't move to a position where he could
Please.
space, he
Okay.
can actually pile in.
8.
I'll
I
save
don't know
on
if he
6s.
realizes. Oh, kills the Piranha.
I die. Do I blow up? I do not.
Because we didn't
Relicta into the
pile him, I don't know if he'll get in there. I just noticed he has tiny capillary towers as his spines.
He was
That's really
Batrep, right?
funny.
Toughness is 7. So it would be 4s goes to 3, so 3 AP2.
Yeah, that's a big fumble, I think.
No, sorry, it'd be
Torin
five.
could easily have contested
So
that
one.
objective,
Okay,
but didn't
one.
do it. Which means that Jesper's going to score here.
2. Oh, 1. Okay.
Do you want to pick up the path one? I mean, I
Yeah.
guess I can roll 6 attacks. I could flub it.
Yeah. Fair. Yeah, it just rolls.
Is it
fine.
both
Twos and a
rerolls?
twos full rerolls.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bad start. Okay, and then 2s rerolling.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. And then we'll just have the Hive Torrent objective. I guess I didn't need to pull the. Oh no, I did need to pull the Neuroelectro. Okay, cool. Because I needed to pop that. Something like that. And then yeah, that'll be my turn.
I bet there was a way that Torin could have done
Right.
that. I think he needed to base only the Pathfinder with the
battle shocks will all
Neurolictor
be
and then
removed in my
can kill
battle
him
phase,
and
correct?
consolidate the Neurolictor to touch the Piranha here. I don't know what the measurements would have looked like, but I think he could have done it. And then if he did that, then the Tyrant can just consolidate it or pile in and kill the Piranha as well, and he gets
So I'll
both
score a
units.
5 for this.
A little bit
one.
of very minor missequences here. Goes to show you how
That's-
insanely complicated
These
the
guys are shocked.
fight phase in Warhammer 40k
Storm
is.
and marked.
I think I could have put 3 on as well. That's so stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
What do you want to mark?
we left Piranha alive and gave up a 5-point primary here.
Marked will be.
Ooh, well,
0.
hopefully it doesn't come back to bite him too hard. We'll see.
Biowar.
But that is we're at the
And
petering
whatever,
end
so easy to
of
kill.
Tau's like really powerful
guess the wing hunter.
activations.
Yeah.
Once this turn is over, Tau is just going to be
Alright.
a regular faction. They lose their
what'd you
detachment
say?
ability,
Wing type Tyrant,
which means that
Biowar,
it's
and
Tyranids' time to shine. One of the
the
reasons
hidden
that playing
rogue.
slow, if you
Rogue.
can,
Okay.
into these
And you
Motka
did
builds
Sabo, so that's
is
ongoing.
helpful.
Storm and Mark. So Storm is those two. And this one. Not battle shocking. So need to kill ideally all this, but
Are there NID reserves left? Yes,
Hammerhead,
chat. There's about close to 500 points of Tyranid monsters still in
to
reserve.
guide the zone thropes.
So Torin did not even full commit on the go turn here. But imagine if this turn he could have shadowed, right? He shadowed and got basically, I think, almost literally no benefit from it.
12.
If he had shadowed here,
would you like to blow?
it might be game breaking. It might be back breaking. That might have just been it.
Let's see if it has anything.
In some cases
That's
you can
one.
shadow on your own turn and it's fine, but I would say 90% of the time, especially with subterranean assault, you shadow immediately after your go turn.
So that was 12.
Especially because in some cases, I don't know where the Ravener Alpha is. I think it's here. But we could project the Synapse debuff onto a bunch of stuff in the middle, make stuff like in the back line over here start to pass leadership on 9s. It could go really badly.
Is what it is. These can't leave them, so I have to fall back, or I stay in and accept I die. Pretty sad. Type Tyrant, Recruit. Recruit could charge. Do you kill the whole squad? No. On a OC3.
Definitely fun to watch, chat. Yeah, I agree. In either case, I mean, thanks to the players for coming and hanging out and playing on stream. But the other thing is that it's always interesting to, like, you could watch as many perfect games as you want, but we don't get the opportunity to talk about these interesting, like, very minor interactions until we get a game where they're relevant.
So dumb. Probably can't come back. I'm losing those
Maybe.
5 VPs. I think it was a perfect turn other than just not consolidating onto that. It's so dumb. I just completely forgot these guys had shocked.
Yeah. So what am I doing? It's 12. Obviously, I can't advance. So 10. So they need to shoot there. If I'm shooting,
so now
you fall
we're in
back.
an interesting position. The
This is like
Hammerhead can't fall
30
back and shoot, which
wounds.
means its blast weapon cannot be used on the
put
Raveners.
sixes,
Engaging the Hammerhead here is a
30.
big deal.
You pick the whole squad.
That is a Ravener
Means
killing gun right there,
falls
the ion
back,
cannon.
which means
Oh, he has a railgun.
the Riptides have to kill
Just
the
kidding.
zone thropes.
Is that true?
And then the broadside.
That makes a lot of
block.
sense. Railgun for late game is very good here.
These guys.
Oh, he does have a
nothing
railgun.
to
All
kill
right.
them.
He is modeled accurately.
That's what
Just
they
kidding.
try.
Ignore me, chat. What do I know about
Best
this
bits
game?
can try for
I've
your
never played this
home.
game in my life. No. So this Hammerhead's fine. He's just probably going to do a trillion damage to the Moloch here with the railgun shot.
Yeah. Okay. So I think how this works is stealth suits will fly out.
So the big question is what Tao is going to focus down here. I guess the interesting question is that the Hammerhead probably dies to the hyper adapted if it remains in melee, which means that Jesper has to choose right now
Probably.
between losing a Hammerhead but getting the railgun shot, but also on the flip side,
Or go
not
for this
attacking the
stuff up
Raveners
here.
at all. If he doesn't attack the Raveners, it's likely that Torin takes this objective, goes up 5 points, kills the Hammerhead, and then has this unit of 10 just murder machines
There.
in the middle of the Tau castle. Or he can lose the railgun
Just
shot
has
on
to
the
fall
Moloch.
back.
That's going to be the real question. But regardless, it's then an open question where the Riptides end up
5.
shooting. And they can kill the hyper adapted if they just drop all their guns onto them. But the downside, looks like we are falling back with it. The downside is that
Getting out.
it does require their activations to kill it, which means that we're going to run out of things to kill this Moloch. We're going to run out of things to kill the zoanthropes. It looks like the Breacher team might come in and try to deal with the Raveners. There's a potential Overwatch here, although I don't know if Torn's going to do it. Yeah, you do have to deal with the hyper adapted.
It's actually
As expensive as that unit is, and sort of weird for its cost, right? It's like attacking it feels like you're attacking with a unit of Blade Guard veterans with extra steps, except that it's so dangerous and so it's so easy to kill, but you do have to dedicate the shots to kill it. If you don't kill it, they're just going to run roughshod. A second activation out of this unit would be the end of the game for Tau. I think they would lose.
And then this guy here. This guy can be here. All right, that's them. The Kroot will advance.
Not killing the Piranha could be dangerous here, too. There is a non-zero chance it kills the Hive Tyrant, which would be bad.
Oh, that was too far. Okay. Piranha will fall back. So stealth suits, we guide. So breachers are going to kill this. So that's going to be
before you resolve anything,
yeah,
I might overwatch into the breachers, and I think I will do that.
You're -1 to wound and shooting. That changes anything for you?
Nah, I'm gonna do it. Back the time to me. So it'll be 63 because I'm using the blast profile plus 12.
Yep.
And then we'll have a flamer as well. So I think that's perfectly average.
So I think multiple Hive Tyrants and Sub-Assault might be okay. I think Swarm Lord plus a regular Hive Tyrant is okay. I don't love it, just because like you need so much on the board in Subterranean Assault to be good, but Swarm Lord in Subterranean Assault is phenomenal. Because he can be so aggressive, projecting his -1 or his Agent of Discord aura is crazy.
6 shots. Would be 3s goes to 4s. 2 AP, 1 signal cover.
One more
Kill one.
dice. Cool.
That was big, chat. That was huge. 6 breachers went down. So they're not gonna do that much damage to the Ravener unit. Oh no. Oh no. So we need to dedicate a bunch of additional shooting to kill them. It's likely they still die. There's the seeker missiles and random stuff to shoot them. But it's going to take them so much more work. Those breachers are so dangerous to do exactly their defensive profile.
And here. Diffusions. Here. I still need to think about your deep strike. Do you fit anything in there? I don't think so. Spore mine.
Not a Morlock base. No.
They can just advance though anyway, so just block it completely.
Yep, looks good to me.
Then actually like that. Okay, there's a spot there. Fish is guiding there. Stealth suits guide here. Stealth suits guide here. Guide for this is nothing. They just get to live, maybe. Vespid, what do Vespid do? You can come try to kill your Biovore. You can come try to kill your Neurolictor. They're quite unlikely to do it because you have an Invuln. So they should probably just come and help out against either of these squads. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then if you rapid right now, there's a big gap here, so I probably have to stop that because you still could rapid those. So let's not do that. Let's look for 18 between there or 9 here. So I think that means they just do this. And then there is actually a rapid. It's there. So I think these stealth suits, yeah. Okay. I think that is all good. So if you'd like to rapid.
Yeah, I will. So I'll spend a point. Check it over to me.
Yep.
I will. Don't think anything sees this Morlock. And the Piranha fell back, right? So I'm not scared of him shooting me.
Oh, sorry. Before you do that, I do need to make sure my Riptides see. I didn't move them yet. I don't think it'll change that, but I'm just thinking they would need to see all 3. So we need to see there. So I think maybe both just go wholly within. This one just puts his barrel like this. Oh, that doesn't make sense. We want one can shoot the Moloch. You need both to shoot the Zoanthropes. They're much more important to kill. Yes, Zoanthropes and the Raveners. So this one here. This one here. I'll advance him to do that. Okay, so I think it'll be...
It might be happening, chat.
So he's got a sight on the Morlock and the...
Honestly, Torin's dice have been incredible so far. He's made a couple of play errors, but man, has his dice bailed him out. The late game score is going to be wild here.
Yeah. So I put the wounded one. More chance of him dying. Yeah, I'll put the full wound one down here. Oops. And then let's resolve the mortals. So we'll do Piranha. Does 3 and does a Battle Shock test on him.
Small chance you actually get rid of their spotting with the Battle Shocks here, which is cute.
That's what I wanted to hit. Okay. And the Breachers. Does 3 and forces a Battle Shock.
Battle Shock.
Oh my god. Between the Overwatch and the Moloch Ingress, we did 9 damage to this unit.
2.
Chat.
1, 2, 3. This is always, I find, the problem with Breachers.
Torin is never punished.
My idea was hopefully to hit the Battle Shock on the crew and just turn off all that upset.
Hope not. Molochs are insane. They've been on and off very good this edition too. I played 2 and 3 in Vanguard
Observers,
at the very beginning.
Stealth suits.
And they were pretty good at that point, but the power level of the edition was much lower.
The Devilfish.
I think I massed and they did like 40 or 50 mortal wounds over the course of an ITT. Over the course of 3 games, which is pretty wild.
1, 2, 3. We're trying to kill 3 things.
They're also very good for like defensive skews because they're really hard to kill, or they're not hard to kill, but they're difficult to kill for their points value.
Combat ineffective.
135 points, and they give you 14 T10 wounds. It's a lot.
Okay, so I'll start with this back Riptide. We're going to go into the Zoanthropes. I guess your T5, so I do want to overcharge 2 and 2 on 2s. So the Marker Light Guide, one of them goes there. Okay, so Hazardous, he's okay. And then this is the big gun, and I am going to pop my devs. I'll color his base pink, so I don't forget I've used it. All right, full rerolls. And then 2s with devs. Roll 1. 3 saves, and 2 are dead.
You were dead.
Right. Missile pods. Let's hit on 4s. And 3s. 4 on your invuln for 2.
You damage, Sean.
Okay. And the little
No save.
shots. Rerolls. And lethals, and then 4s. You've got 3 zeros for 1.
I think they're 5 up armor, so yeah.
So just
4
your
ups.
invuln. Yeah.
You kill 1 and do 2 to another.
Cool. All right, he's done.
Big reduction in the damage output of the Zoanthropes. That's the downside of the unit, is that they're very fragile. And each one of them dead is a kind of a big deal.
So these stealth suits will shoot. They're going to put their
Nice
fusions.
pie plate Molochs. They were definitely evocative. It almost doesn't make sense that the Molochs deal mortal
Guess we're
wounds
gonna
in
put
such a big
everything in
aura,
this
but that
squad.
is kind of how you have to
So
write
it's
them for
12
them to be
burst cannon
useful in
shots.
the mechanics
on
of
4s.
modern 40k. OG Molochs were cute, though.
One burst cannon here, 2 here, fusions here. So the 1 into the Raveners, 1 burst cannon on 4s, and then 4s, nothing. And then the 2 fusions into the Raveners, 1 hit. 1 wound, straight through, damage is 3.
But this was on the hyper adapted unit?
Correct.
Or the smaller unit? Yeah.
Hyper adapted, yeah. And then the 8 shots for the Zoanthropes on 4s, and then 4s. 1, no AP.
Good.
Chilling, they're done. Cool. This is marker light. This is marker light. And then just regular marker light. Regular marker light. All right. So the broadside is going
The
to
OG
put,
scatter
all
Molochs?
his little
Yeah.
shots here, his big shots into the
Well, they used to
Moloch.
drop a
So
blast
big
template,
shots
right?
for
And
the
they hit
Moloch.
stuff that they blast templated off of. But that was
1
because Deep Strike let you Deep Strike
just
like as far as
devs
close as you
or
wanted to people. So
3
you
damage.
could just like drop the
His
template
little
next to
missiles
them.
for the Zoanthropes. He sees them. Yep. And then 4s twin linked. 3 zeros for 1.
3 invulnerables. You kill the wounded guy.
Okay. And the missile pods on 4s. Full rerolls. And then 3s. No twin links. So 1 -1 for 2.
Does 2 damage. This was
Cool.
at the Zoanthropes as well, yeah?
Yeah, correct. All right. He's done. So the stealth suits here, the fusions will go into the Raveners. 2 hits. 1, nope, neither wounds. Cool, they're done. Hammerhead is not doing anything. Devilfish. He will put his missiles here, his burst cannon there, and his seekers into the Raveners. So
Okay.
the seekers, actually we'll go into the Zoanthropes because I have rerolls. So yeah, everything in the Zoanthropes. We'll start with the little shots because you got a guy on 1.
Yeah.
And then
Bad.
4s. You've got 3 zeros for 1.
Kills the wounded guy.
Okay. And then the Seekers. Rerolls. 1 hit. 1 wound.
Invuln. Good.
Yep. Chillin, burst cannon. And then 4s. 2 more 0s for 1.
2. Fail 1. Take a wound.
Okay. The breachers. We're just shooting the Raveners, I guess. So 3 shots off that guy. 3 hits. Oh, strength 6 to your T5.
T5.
Yeah. You got 3 -1s.
You got +1 to wound on there? Or you had a lethal
They're
as
strength
well?
6. They're strength 6, yeah.
With +1 to wound?
They're strength 6. So I rerolled a 3 into a 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What was the AP, sir?
1.
So yeah, that should kill a guy.
Okay. And then the Cadre Fireblade. No rerolls. And no lethal. And then 4s on him, but wound rerolls because you're on the objective. You've got 1 AP0 and 1 AP2.
AP0. Nope. AP2. No. So they're 1 damage each, yeah? On him.
Yeah.
On him.
Cool. And then his gun drones. This is on 4s. And then on a 4, twin linked. Nothing. All right, so they're done. Devilfish done. Brute advanced. Guess they can shoot. Just shoot the Nerlichter. I think it's just like 20 bolter shots.
-1 for stealth.
So 5s and 5s.
Oh, do they have? Oh yeah, you get they get the assault rule as well, don't they? Because
Yeah.
they're still.
I'll double check
tower.
if they need the 4 the greater good keyword, but just 3 saves.
3 saves. Would just be 4-ups, I think, on a neuro.
Yeah, it's everything. They don't need the greater good.
2 damage goes
Cool.
through. Down to 5.
Recruiter done. So all that's left is the 1 Riptide. So we probably just have to shoot the Raveners. So this Riptide. Oh, there's a guy on 2. Yeah, we just put everything into the Raveners. So I'll start with the little shots. Is that the stealth suit guide? Nope. It was stealth suit here, and
Smaller, was it? I don't know.
I didn't put them right. Oh, that's fine. And then 4s, 2 zeros, no cover.
2 4-ups then. Kill them both. Kills a wounded guy.
It's 1 on 2. Okay. Missile
1 on 2.
pods.
Set to 5.
And then a
+1.
lethal, and then on a 3. 2 -1s, no cover for 2.
2 5-ups. Fair 1.
Oh, sorry,
2
and
damage?
I'm hazardous-ing the big gun. Yeah, 2 damage on those.
Yeah.
Cool. And hazardous. He's okay. Those are out. And then 2s. 3 -3s, no cover.
So just 3.
Lab Scallion in chat. What's up, my guy? Nice to see you. Hope you're having a good one.
Many distances.
Our Tyranid player also playing from Australia, which means I believe that he's just playing with regular wildlife, right?
So we said 3, sorry? Yeah.
3, correct.
Okay, just take these in 3.
Okay.
Oh, chat. I don't know if this is it.
So
This is a lot of
there's
shooting to kill the 1 hyper adapted squad. We haven't dealt with any of the monsters, and there's still 3 or 2 monsters in reserve. 3, I guess, if you count the one that just dropped in.
all right. So charges.
They're nerfed in the
I
tabletop
will
version.
charge the Raveners.
Now we're charging. Oh, that's not what you want to see,
7.
chat.
So
He's gonna have to do that to
6.5.
out
I don't think
OC
that does it.
here.
6.8. Or sorry.
No, I don't think
Here's
so.
here's 6. 5, and then 2. Can you put the 1 inch on your guy?
Yeah, he's just stood on the. That
Oh,
distance
yeah,
does make it. He's just stood on the broadside if he does that. So I think you need an 8 to get over the broadside.
That's a no-go. Broadside. Will charge.
He's got the distance.
He'll come in here. Okay. And that's just that. We accept it. I think that is it. Don't want a tank shock. 6 dice. No, you're not wounded. All right.
Yeah, heroic intervention I think is out on this one. Chat definitely would have been good.
Maybe this
from the
guy
hyper
will also
adapted.
try. No, he's not.
Although that would pull them off the
Stars, so that's
objective,
fine.
which I don't think
Cool.
the Tauren wants to do. I think he wants
we'll
to
go
keep
fighting. So the broadside.
that. At PAX, there was an Australian
Hyper
minigame being
attacks.
demoed. It was mutated Australian wildlife.
3 5s and then 3s.
That's adorable. That's so fun.
cool.
That's like the trading card game that like Steve Aoki did, right? That was like all
One
cryptids, all like North American cryptids. I love that.
And then on
That stuff's awesome.
Yeah.
Just like weird regional games. So fun.
I think we just go. We base there.
This will pull the stealth suits in, although most of them would have to go to the Moloch and pull the Moloch in too. That would be a disaster, actually, if they end up trying to pile.
Here. And we go 3 into stealth suits and 1 into the broadside.
The broadside's OC2. Currently, we have this
So 9 attacks
controlled
into stealth suits.
by Tau, but if the Raveners can kill the stealth suits, they might
once.
be able to take this back.
Uh,
This feels like a little bit of a
Synapse,
counter punt
Synapse, no
on the
inputs.
side of
you took 5
Jesper
or
here.
2
I don't know if I
on
like
these?
this
4.
charge.
They're Marines.
Okay, so 3's rerolling.
And Tauren's dice just continue to be
7
great.
82s,
9 attacks in,
Looking
7
for
at
fives.
7 wounds out.
Lose the squad.
Kills the unit. He
and
takes the
1
objective,
into
chat.
the main man.
He has swung it back
5's rerolling.
to a 10-point primary. Oh no, that's not what
Two
we wanted.
happy,
What we wanted to see from Tau. They did not need
Looking for
to do that.
fours.
Oh, I guess they did.
4.
They
Two-piece.
because they only had 3 stealth suits there. They would have needed to
Right.
have moved in a way to get the 4th stealth suit on,
Tall Storm.
which I guess
I
he
did
couldn't
not
quite
mark,
do.
so I will get rid of it.
Or the, yeah. Wow, interesting. Losing that unit's
All right,
huge
so
though.
Sabo goes off.
Tauren has no bottom phase activations unless he wants to pull his units off objectives.
Yeah,
which I'm
let's
sure he doesn't want
go.
to do. That was not the turn we were hoping for from
The
Tau.
Neurolictor here is going to try and battle shock the Kroot.
We're okay.
The next Neurolictor will try the same thing. Oh,
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, well.
brutal.
That's unfortunately a big swing.
And then is this the auto for 5?
It's 3d6 on a 7 on the prime. I've got 1 command point. Oh, am I going to be really dumb? Oh, you haven't passed the 10 to me, by the way.
Oh.
It's worth 5 points. Could have done with you just failing over here. Then it doesn't matter.
Yeah, sorry.
That's all right. It happens. We roll. So I think the command. Oh, before I do that, I need to pick up.
Yeah.
Am I picking this Morlock up? Yeah, because I need to not know any additional information. I guess I do from this, so I'll leave it up to you if you mind me picking up the guys. 'cause I
Yeah,
did learn.
do your pickups. It's fine.
Okay, cool. I mean, this guy's probably kind of just chilling where he is. This Morlock, a little out of position. Pick up that piece. Yeah. I wouldn't have had a CP, so I'd have to either pick up both Morlocks through this guy, or pick up none. I think I prefer him.
And it's kind of a weird interaction where you're sort of like your second target is kind of prescribed
won't pick up.
by that ability.
Let's roll a battle shock test. Oh my lord. Oh, I'm so dumb. Just greedy.
Agreed. Yeah.
5 points.
In fairness,
3d6.
a 3d6/7 is pretty good. That is unfortunate, though. I would not call that
Gotta go
greedy.
back in.
I think that's pretty. I think that's
It's just greedy.
pretty reasonable. Because you want charge rerolls this turn, I
Okay.
imagine,
Let's decide
so to
where
get these
we're going.
Molochs in. I don't think I'd call that greedy, chat.
Need one of these to go on.
Yeah. I think you go for the 3d6/7. You're just sad you don't get it. Well, I in fairness, Torin's last turn was almost literally everything he tried
I need
worked.
to draw secondary.
So in fairness, I don't
Should've done
know
that
if
before
I would be
Yeah,
too
go for
upset.
some-
You know,
bring it down.
he rolled like
Oh, some good
6
targets there.
6s on charges. I think you're
Bring
okay.
it down. It's
This does
most
feel like
stuff.
it's not a bad game state for Tyranids, though. I
They
mean,
would just put
the
them
gates are
table
the
there.
floodgates are open and the bugs are going to start pouring in. It seems likely that we'll lose.
Picked up the
Most likely the Hammerhead gunship, the broadside battlesuit, probably all the stuff over here. I think Tao's going to be left on 2 Riptides at the end of this turn, and
It's not going to do
2
much
Riptides in a
to,
dream, as they say.
Riptide.
He was definitely due for some bad luck for sure. His last turn was phenomenal.
3 wounds on this piranha.
Absolutely nuts.
Easy pick up, I think.
I think the clock should be okay, chat. Both these armies tend to be kind of early game armies. Subterranean Assault can play very quickly if they're not engaging with you, but because Torin's engaged every turn, he's had a lot to think about. Montcod tends to get very quick to play at the end of the game because you just like send all your resources forward early.
Out.
So I think we only have to roll through like 2.5 battle rounds here, which should be fine. Assuming he doesn't take too long this turn.
6 there. Boys won't survive on there. Yeah, I probably just needed to take that primary. It's greedy, but I thought I
Yeah,
probably needed the CP.
I agree. What were you gonna spend it on?
This turn,
Like Deep Strike 6, I guess.
well, I have that anyway. I guess I could pop through a tunnel. Maybe I just didn't need it.
Me, it's always like 1 CP for
Just take
5
points.
points. You take it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, just 3d6, 7 on 3d6 is so
Yeah, I know what
easy.
you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But that's the
Doesn't
same
have
thing
to
when
be
you're a
like that.
Space Marine, right? Like, 7 on 3d6 is even better than Leadership 6, isn't it? That's probably like equivalent to Leadership
Yeah.
5.
I think these guys have to go for
Labs Cannon drop some pictures. Oh, let's take a peek.
tag here.
I want to see. These are so good.
Yeah, I think I should have picked up the Warlocks. Probably not a huge difference.
Are those just drop bears? Or are those koalas? Are those koalas?
I think HT.
That's a giant platypus.
Maybe just pop these.
Those are so
guys
good. I love them.
behind here.
That's cute. That's
So
cute
we'll
as
just
hell.
Overwatch.
I'd play that
if you're
board
gonna
game.
move. Riptide.
Oh yeah, you got a good point. I think it's just stay then, because you probably pick them up.
Demon koala.
Yeah, probably.
It's gonna haunt my dreams.
Because with the full hit rerolls, I think so.
I give you chlamydia
Well, that's probably
at
like
range
it's probably a coin flip.
from a distance.
Can I shoot these at your broadside?
Yep,
don't
he's a
know.
vehicle.
Yeah, so I can shoot to here with them. Okay. More like comes right over here. That's there. Neuro comes out. Neuros, tag that. Ah, I've still got stuff in space, dude. Get my space boys. Can't forget my space boys. So we go Morlock. Probably to do mortals.
The broadside is a 4-up against mortals, if that changes anything for you.
Oh, okay. Probably doesn't, but thank you for letting me know.
New picture. Boy, my arm's gone. Your arm's off. It's only a flesh wound. That's cute.
Ideal positioning.
Pushing the Screamer Killer around the corner here is a little
Those
bit
two are going
aggressive.
there.
I think that
Probably
Torrent's
means that
probably fine if he
Riptide's
just literally
chilling.
kills everything besides the
They're going
Riptides.
there.
At this stage, he can probably do
Comes
pretty good
through.
work by just holding Tau to 0 and then giving himself more opportunity to score than they can possibly stop.
9, gotta be outside 6.
I don't know if I would
High
break my
fire
back trying to
stance
kill the
somewhere
Riptides
like
here. Especially because they don't really interact with the
That doesn't scream
Neurolictors very
killer,
well.
such a
The
horrible
Neurolictors can
positioning.
just sit on the corner there and nothing can ever deal with them.
He's got to come in this turn though, doesn't he? Or he is dead.
As he using them as borrow markers, that's pretty good. I wish I had time to make cool borrow markers when I played Subterranean. I just used little skull tokens, which is not as
It's
interesting.
just like a box art battle we've got here. Like it's like a line
Yeah.
across the middle. Like we got the piranha like flying into your TZ. Awesome.
A box art battle. The old BAB.
Mortals. They've moved. Ah, this Neurolector. I think we do just make sure we can kill all these group lads. Accrue OC2?
They are.
You were here.
Should have taken the third Riptide. I agree. Can the Moloch not fit in the corner, in this corner,
Just
or
deal
over
with that.
here? Definitely can't fit in either of these
Piranha
corners.
with the...
It could go here, but I don't really know what it's doing.
Whoa, what the heck? Oh, I put a 9-inch on the base plate instead of the
No.
token. I can run right over this 2-inch rune, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I do have to be outside 6 either.
You know, dedicate the whole ass Screamer Killer to kill one Piranha.
Yep.
You know what? Fair enough. If you got to do what you got to do.
That's a way better way to do it. HT.
Oh, I have a friend who has
here.
the middle finger token for at the moment too. Yeah, that one's classic. That one's a good one.
So we can go both ways. That's that. That's that. Let's resolve some mortals.
Yep.
The Morlock. Let's try the broadside. Does D3. He does 2.
4 up. Takes both.
Take 2. And then the close Riptide. Does D3. 4. 1.
Down to 13.
Just tickles him. And I didn't reach the last guy. So, all good. The Neurotyrants unit will shoot at the broadside. Down to 2. Let's do the Flamer. Come on, Flamer. Come on, Flamer. 5. On
D6.
is he
Fives.
shocked? No, he didn't get battle shocked, did he? Nice. 1. AP1 ignores cover.
3 up. He's okay.
And then D3 shots. 1. Hits.
Should be it should be the last cannon, right? The blast, you can't shoot the blast in combat.
Oh, okay. Then it had to be the last gun. So
Yeah.
yeah, 1 wound.
1 wound and the AP3.
Yeah.
So 5 up. Okay.
Oh, my plans. The best laid plans.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if they change like army building in any way that changes how triplicates work. I would like to see a stacking cost for triplicate units. I think that would be interesting. But the other thing too is that like triplicates are
3.
largely a symptom
needs
of an
5s.
overtuned data sheet or undertuned additional data sheets. So I wonder if, to some extent, there is
Right,
a
so I guess I
solution
slow roll.
simply with internal balance.
Good. Good.
You know, I don't know if you take 3 Riptides if Skyraiser are as efficient, for example.
Okay. Cool. What's that?
Limit of 3 transports. That's certainly what the article seems to imply. It didn't have any cutouts for
Charging.
dedicated transports.
Let's do Screamer Killer on a 6 into the thing. That'll fail. I won't reroll it.
Okay.
2. What's the armor save on a Crute?
6.
Yeah, the funny thing about
We're gonna-
Riptides is that they
We're gonna
just
die to
do
everything.
The high time will go,
everything,
and then
right? Like they're
Yeah,
kind of
maybe we'll-
fast, they're tanky,
Yep.
they shoot well. So you're like, I mean, why
That's
even
why I put
build
them
a
there.
tank, you know? It's sort of weird.
Looks good.
The Neurolictor into the Crute. Good thing I put him there. Do I need Fireblade save is
Just a
Reasonably
4-up, no invuln.
I will do the other Neurolictor into the Crute as well.
Okay.
3.
Just stay, unless you
Uh,
just stay outside one of the devilfish.
I probably should have declared the fish as well. I think is that right? Oh, you might need to nudge across.
Yeah. There you go.
Into
Yeah, melee armies do seem like they're going to be
Morlock goes into
very
the
strong in the new edition.
force.
We'll see.
Yep.
Hopefully it's not overtuned, but we'll find out, I guess.
You do have an interrupt. Sorry, I need to also go into the hamhead.
Yep. I think I'm just going to do I Overwatch? Would I rather Overwatch the Moloch? Yeah, I will just Overwatch you with this Riptide here when you do that.
Yeah, and Overwatch here probably saves that hammerhead, if
So
I
Hazardous on
imagine.
the big gun. He's okay. 6s, 1, and then on a 2. 1 AP3.
Should just go through.
So 1 dies. And then
And would this would happen before I complete my charge, or how's that?
Yes, I believe that is correct. I can never remember though, because I feel like I looked it up once, and then every time I play, everyone tells me it works different. So missile pods, 2, and then 3.
It happens when the charge is declared. So it's
Okay.
before any models move.
Okay, so
You-
you die, and then then I move the prime
Yeah.
over, and there's no issue. there.
1
One?
AP 1 for 2.
Take it damage.
And
two.
the little and the little shots. Okay. And 4s twin linked. And then 2 zeros. Wow. Money
I just have a
Overwatch.
prime left. Yeah,
Oh,
need the prime alive anyway. Really?
can a prime deal 5 to a hammerhead? That's a
Oh, good
question.
then. I'm glad you're not upset.
Yeah, I think because the broadside survived, I don't think there's a space for the Morlock anymore. I think that just completely fucks me.
Yep.
I needed him
Make-
to die. If he had died, then I just charge the Raveners and make a space.
Yep. Yeah, I agree.
But I guess he can charge the.
Remember in 10th they said
broadside.
melee was dead?
Yeah, because he could just go over. like
Yeah,
9.
and I remember melee being dead for most of the
There we go.
editions. Yeah. Oh my God! Torin makes the
This
charge
guy is
anyway. This man
nowhere.
cannot be
So
stopped.
it's still new from your Overwatch, by the way.
Oh, sorry.
That's right.
Whiz of a whiz. Thank
So-
you for the follow. Appreciate you, bud.
Yes, we start.
Welcome in.
Gen matters the most. Yeah, he can reach all of those. So we go with this Neurolictor. He can reach up to there.
Yeah, I mean early
This
10th.
one is starting.
Melee was unplayable.
Let me just think for a
right?
second because I
Just
could
straight up,
screw myself here.
straight up unplayable until they went through at least 2 or 3
I don't
rounds of
mind if I
nerfs.
pull off this.
I don't think there were any high performant like melee dedicated melee factions.
It does matter. If you
And
were to
even
pull off this
still,
survive.
melee stuff needs
So
so
I guess,
much
yeah,
help,
this
right?
one
If it
starts.
weren't for Subterranean Assault giving you
'Cause your
basically
interrupts on
infinite
Skype,
free
yeah.
movement, in this particular instance, none of these melee units would be
Twos and
performing,
twos.
right? Unfortunately, it's just been, it's I don't know, it's just not
6
very
damage.
mechanically advantageous right
So-
now.
And that was this one.
Yeah.
2, 5s.
Am I going to make a video breaking down the errors of 10th? I think
one
so.
died from something.
At the very least, I'd like to do a video talking about what the release
the
state of
mortals
10th
or
edition,
something.
because I think that's a really interesting thing to talk about.
When he popped up.
I have some retrospectives that are editing right now, and that basically I just have not had time to edit. And I feel weird about it because I have like 5 videos that I've scripted and recorded but haven't edited.
The other way around.
But it's just been tough to find time, chat.
Either way,
to get a 5, yeah.
To do one.
Oh yeah, Custodes.
Yeah,
Custodes. Yeah.
Torrents.
If you played melee into Custodes, they just win 1 automatically. It was wild. That was true also.
Then 3s.
Sorry, and this one I never rolled the wound for. So that wounds, and then it's twin linked. So it should be 5, sorry.
AP 2.
Yeah.
6s. Does he blow up?
As James Workshop intended. All right, chat.
Don't think he reaches.
Has Torin found the line, which is to make all your
Where'd it
charges to
go?
kill everyone?
Cool.
He's cleared most of the center of the battlefield. He's taken the middle of the table.
No worries.
I assume this guy's not on the objective.
Yeah. The Morlock, I guess.
Oh, maybe not. The Devilfish is OC2, and then there's 4 OC of carnivores here.
Well, I guess you're damage.
He has
rolling as
4?
well.
No, he should be fine.
Where's the hurt in rolling it? Because you do hit on 3s.
I believe
right?
that's contested,
God.
not controlled.
It's
Though.
so exciting.
Yeah. Reroll once, though.
Oh, good roll. Then 2s.
Maybe
AP 6s. If I roll 1,000,000. Oh, they tried, but they're dead.
Did roll that.
And then I guess.
Do I have to base the closest if I. Or I have to end
closest, yeah.
So I
Which
couldn't.
would be the.
base
You have to
here, I'd
move
base
towards the closest enemy and base them if possible.
Okay.
Or base an enemy if possible. But you have to be moving towards the closest. So I don't know if there's a position here where you can move to you can base the crew while not being closer.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Sadly. There's nothing over there. We'll do 1 Ravener Prime.
Can he do it?
3-0-1, 6 to sustain.
Ooh.
Maybe. And then 5s rerolling.
Oh my goodness.
What an absolute G. 8 AP2s.
5s. Okay, I die. Do I blow up? I don't. Well, something.
He's outside 4 of the boys.
Chat. The Ravener Prime could do it. He had it in him
and
the
then I would
whole
have to go with
time.
the Morlock first, right?
Yes.
The hive mind is protecting so hard. The hive mind is getting an aneurysm. It has a headache with how much protecting it's doing right now.
Freeze.
Oh my god!
7 AP2.
Yeah, the matchup doesn't matter.
Man, is it
If you just convert every roll.
He blows up. Nope. I'll spend 1.
Literally make every charge. He's failed.
Yeah.
Has Torin failed a single charge? He
He
failed like
yeah.
So, and I
don't think he's failed any charges, and I don't think he's failed to kill anything he's like charged or attacked into. I guess besides these 2 Kroot.
It's like, yes.
Yeah, I don't believe he's failed a charge at all. And that includes like 11s.
Cool.
Oh, the Screamer
Right.
Killer.
6 attacks.
Well, the Hive Timer bailed him out, so it's fine.
4s.
That's true. Poor Screamer Killer. You live in the back now. At least he's inside a tonal
Nada.
marker, so he can network next turn.
I think that is
He
it.
did fail the 3d6 battle shock. Jesus,
Did
chat.
I score? Bring it down and Opals.
This game has been wild.
Bring you
There are a bunch of universes where Torin gets just rolled into a little
Right.
ball and
Do I pick up the
thrown into the
Vespid?
trash
I
can.
think I do.
But that is not the universe we live in. What a phenomenal turn. That said,
Let me-
I do think that this retakes this objective for Tau because they currently have 8 OC to Torin's 4.
What do the Vespid do? Is there a spot in your deployment zone?
Look around here.
There is, so I should pick them up. All right, cards, and click me over. Recover. Bring. Well, bring is good. I will spend 1 to get rid of recover. I'll spend 1 to auto pass the Kroot to get a 5. Do I have any other battle shocks? I don't think so. So then I will pull my next card, which is area, which is not great. Would be the Moloch. Okay, doable, I guess. And yeah, and then you're on every objective. So losing the Hammerhead is pretty big. I have to kill a Moloch in the middle. Devilfish can guide. Shoot you, fall back. 1 good guide. Espid. Area, bring. Espid, shoot Raveners.
Yeah, it would just be a
Got
standard
all
battle shock chest for
there.
the Kroot here, but you don't want to
There.
you don't want to leave it up to a 7, especially when Jesper's coming from a point of having a score. He's in an attritional deficit, a massive attritional deficit, but he has a score advantage. And so if he can maintain the score advantage, there's still a line of play for Tau here. But it comes down to
I think we're going
how many secondaries he can grab. Area denial is not a good draw this turn, unfortunately. Bring it down is actually fine, probably.
We do what we need to.
Should have moved the Narrow Tyrant to the middle. Yeah, I'm surprised the Narrow Tyrant didn't move, but I guess he was trying to preserve the last Zoanthrope there.
See the Moloch, right? Because area is worth 5 points, which I do by what? I fall back the Devilfish. I fall back the Kroot for area. Deny that. You can still battle shock me with the Neurolictor.
I used to kill the big guys in the bottom.
Kill that one.
Yeah, one of them is wounded. Actually, both of them are
here.
wounded.
I actually need to kill these. I just don't have enough stuff.
The Neuro Tyrant's also eligible for Bring It Down, so he could kill it for points.
Raveners.
But I don't think the Riptides have the beef to kill these models. There is a universe where like the Fusion Blaster guys go crazy, but I think that they're just going to kill the Ravener Prime and call it a day, most likely. And leave Tauren with 2 objectives and probably a
try and kill that Moloch.
Massive
that is
primary lead for the final 2 turns. What a game this has been, chat. Absolutely insane.
Get rid of area for CP. And if you'll get a 5 there, you'll hold 1, 2. And then if I hold, because you'll get to battle shock me to see if I hold more. Neurolictors, the Molochs. Neurolictors, the Molochs. Stealth suits, kill this. Fusions, yeah, fusions there. Burst cannons here.
Yeah, I think there's definitely play for Tyranids in this matchup because like their beta strike is so overwhelming.
Kill everything. I'm not.
I definitely think like Tauren made a bunch of really like. I think to be clear, Jesper's played incredibly. I think Tauren's made a bunch of really minor misplays that probably should have punished him if his dice hadn't bailed him out.
Marker light.
But I do think that this goes to show that Subterranean Assault has legs.
Here, in case you don't battle
if you play like your first 2 or 3 turns, you know, picture perfect,
1, 2,
but your dice aren't quite as good, I still think you're in a not dissimilar situation.
Just have to try to come kill him and like get
MVP is Tauren's dice, yeah, for sure. 100%.
Just want to pee on there. So the Kroot have to fall back. You have a big flamer I need to stay out of. So Kroot, I think, fall back. Can I touch? I cannot. And then 18 on the flamer. What's the flamer line?
I have tried making every roll, chat. I usually fail, though. I'm actually really bad at it.
Dodge it.
I don't know if you've ever watched me play a game of 40K, but I'm really bad at
so that's 6
succeeding in my rolls.
If they don't battle shock, if they battle shock, it's whatever. This guy has to fall back. 8. Hide.
Leadership. 8.
7.
Oh, so brave.
Let me just go R12.
Ravener Prime soloing a Hammerhead. In fairness, that Hammerhead had taken 30% of its damage already. But yeah, we were like, can 6 attacks
have
with
nothing in
sustained
the
hits
sky, right?
do 5 conversions? The answer apparently is yes. Pretty wild. What a time to be alive.
So we just want to come over here. I just got to kill stuff.
I do also have terrible dice on
just how it works,
in
I think.
IRL. Every time somebody complains about the...
And
I
I'll
like
try make
to
it so
hold
that
a
you can't
collection of just
actually
fucking
just go
abysmal dice
straight
rolls.
onto my home.
So that when people complain about TTS dice, I can show them. I'm sure I have some in my thing somewhere.
Side.
You just might need to nudge one way or the other.
Oh, thanks.
Here's one. This is from Adepticon. I played this game
Here.
just a couple of days ago.
One. And then area. So I can guide there. Try to kill that Moloch. It's on full.
Look at that
It's
roll,
not a
chat.
dev. Like I should be able to kill
I
it.
think I was wounding on
realistically.
3s.
And then
And I rolled
this one
5,
could
5,
die.
6,
It's
1,
three
1,
things. I
1,
really don't
1,
have
1,
three things
2.
to kill you. Vespid. So Vespid could come help here, which means
Truly
they can help on the
incredible.
Moloch.
I like to collect those.
Patient there.
And then people go, it's tabletop simulator dice.
Vespid
My
could
brother
try
in
and kill
Christ.
this.
It's just dice. That's just how dice work. Sometimes that
Back
happens.
here.
One of the beauties of our game. You have to play around silly situations like that.
Just make
I
it so
did
you don't
play a
get
game
cover.
at
Just walked in one
Adepticon
anyway. 4 up.
Yeah.
where
Nice
dice
profile, I
rolls
guess.
actually,
If you don't have
All
that,
or
right.
it would've-
attacks always did a minimum amount of
So
damage. I thought that was
observers.
interesting.
One.
It's called Malediction.
That's it,
Seems like a
just
cool
one
game.
guide.
I wasn't super into it, but
So
I could see the
just
appeal.
Moloch, and then I sack area.
It's also very difficult to
Again,
get blown out on
yeah,
dice in
makes
Breach Storm.
sense. Then I should
Exclamation point,
actually
Breach Storm in
observe
chat.
with one Riptide that doesn't have the devs. Yes.
There's a lot of sort of
on
dice
both.
manipulation that happens.
Well, that makes no sense. It does there, which means he can shoot potentially there. Start with that one. Okay. That is what I'm doing. So I'll start the shooting. The stealth suits will put the fusions here.
All
and
right,
the
Jesper.
shots here. So here's the two.
What do you got?
fusions into the
What do you got,
prime.
my guy?
The Giga Chad prime, 2 hits.
The Giga Chad
One wound
Prime.
straight through for 8 damage.
That's Optimus Prime right there.
Into the prime.
And then 12 shots for the regular Raveners. And 4s. 1-0. 1.
Take it.
Okay.
Do I have a wounded? I do.
Needs the guy. It's here. Okay. Actually, is this guy observing? Makes no difference because if the stealth suit's guide here, yeah, okay, this guy doesn't observe because there's nothing he can't benefit. There's nothing that benefits from him guiding. Okay, so we start with the non-dev wound guy into. Oh no, actually, I was right. It's this, and then let me make sure draw my line from your Moloch in the middle. Have conversions. No. Pick line. Yeah, we're not doing that. Okay.
I think we're
so,
drawing off of the objective marker there.
This Riptide here into the Moloch. He's hazardousing. He's okay. Big gun there, and the little guns go here. Reroll 1s from stealth suits. And then reroll the 2 because I oathed you. Okay. And then on 4, your T10.
T10.
Yeah, 4s. Reroll 1s from the stealth suits. You've got 3 -3s, no cover.
6s coming up.
We got them. All right. The little shots.
Are they
damage 4?
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
little shots for the Raveners. 3 hits, and then 1-0 for the Raveners for 1.
Save.
Cool. The missile pods on 4s, and then 3s, 2 -1s.
Kills.
2
Wounded guy at the
damage.
back.
Okay. So the Devilfish can't do anything. So that's done. So this Riptide just shoots the Raveners.
Yeah.
And just with everything, do I Hazardous? Yeah, because it's extra AP. So Hazardous. Nope.
You got them all out of the
Horse.
way at the start.
Yeah.
I'm glad this isn't
It's
B
true.
movie,
The
dudes.
Riptides have been great for the Hazardous. Then two.
Thank you for the reset, by the way.
All good.
54
4
months. Fuck
-3s.
me, dude.
You do get cover.
Exactly
Actually,
four
I
and a
think probably
half
sees you
years.
completely.
Fuck.
Off his gun.
Yeah, I reckon.
Cool. That is everything. So area is
I didn't do that, by the way. The
just
TTS just
10
gave up.
shots off. Thank
Thank you for the
if we're
reset,
lucky
Mike.
and kill your dude. So I'm gonna hit you on 5s.
One Moloch gets
Is that
killed by the
good
two
stuff, I
Riptides.
guess?
Like I said, chat, they do about 50% of a
Not so.
monster.
There's a
worth of
dream though.
damage.
No.
They aren't a one-to-one conversion
One.
like you would expect out of Space Marine units. Riptides are actually
What's
like kind of
damage?
low damage into a lot of these high toughness
You got
units.
2 damage
All right.
going?
Yep. The original anti-marine Tau unit. I
Hmm.
think that is everything. Is it ever worth charging you? You just kill my whole unit. Yeah, so that doesn't make sense. We'll stand there. There's no charges. It's kind of tempting to charge your Moloch because it's strength 8.
Probably got to go around.
So Tauren
11.
probably scoring a
11,
5 this round,
full
assuming that the
wounds.
Neurolictor doesn't fail Leadership
Um,
7 on
I think
3d6
I'll
for a
just leave it.
second time.
We'll make the game dicey. No. Okay, cool. I think that is it. So bring.
He goes to 39 points. He has to make up
I will bring in
18
area for CP.
from the last 2 rounds.
Did it? Yeah, because I was on
He
0.
gave up a
That's
point last turn. Yeah, because the
52.
Kroot lived.
Yeah, I'll just swing
Unfortunate.
one to pick up the 2 Morlocks.
What I think is going to happen to Tactical Marines?
Because right now you control this anyway, right?
Give
So I
me
have to
stuff.
battle
Did you
shock to
see
take
the
it
stream this morning
from you?
or
So
earlier
it
today?
makes no difference
The
whether I
Monday
hit
Mayhem
or
stream?
Right.
Yeah.
If you did not,
think
I have a timestamp for you, my guy.
Solve that for myself.
It's
And
It's
then
100% for
we
you.
will. No, I don't have any Ravenous left to pick up, so we'll just draw some secondaries. Behind and area denial. Area
Behind
denial
is
is
doable.
just this.
Yeah.
I guess we try.
Let me grab it
battle
real
shock.
quick.
So this guy will first try the Kroots.
All right, Kroot. No.
Yay! Finally. So that was this top one, and then
Yeah.
the next Neuro will try the Devilfish.
He's up.
It's in the chat,
You do
everybody.
get a 15 though.
40
on this. Yeah.
Tactical Marines.
Ooh, that's big.
Won
Yeah.
a 6-round
actually,
major last week.
Killing the Hammerhead really actually makes it a close game.
Tauren 15's out. Oh, because there's nothing on this bottom objective. Oh no, he scores 2 to 1 for a 15-pointer.
Need to.
And
move you
he's
off
got
here to
bottom
zero you.
5 scoring.
Yep.
He has a tunnel network. He can drop the
can
Screamer
shoot.
Killer into the center
Also,
here
the
to go
zone
after
drone's
the
blasting Riptide. That's
Riptide
also-
battle
That was
suits.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, your time is on you. Please switch it over
Oh.
to me. Yeah. Yeah.
I think we're where it should be pretty obvious where we're at here.
Oh man,
Yeah, so
chat.
I
I
just have to try
think
and
Tauren
fish.
has this behind enemy lines, which is an easy score thanks to the
try and
Biovore.
fish
Area
zero.
denials the other score, which he can get easily with his Neurolictors. I
How
think
close is
Tauren
that
has
to
the
you?
outs. We'll see
Well,
if he's
gets
able to
it there.
convert it.
He's got an 8. He just goes for Vespid.
Yeah, the chat said that he's been playing like Firstborn Space Marines,
Vespid.
For
they don't
years,
Overwatch.
which is interesting.
Is his base big enough to do that? So I'm just going to put him as if he's in combat. So,
You have bottom turn anyway. It doesn't matter.
true. Okay. Yeah. Comes over. Give this guy unfailable, I guess. Although Devilfish is OC what, sir? 2?
2.
Could just get OC on.
I think you actually have this no matter what. Because you're going to 15 no matter what on your turn, I think, because I have I have no way to stop you from getting the
Might get a
neuroletters.
talk out here.
And then like you'll just, probably kill something here.
What did I score? Yeah.
Honestly,
So like
I-
behind, you can just.
I want to
drop
throw
something,
Jesper
over here. They have deep strike.
So, I've
so
got,
many
Spawn Line
kudos
that can do
for
it.
just
Well,
like
yeah. So you can do 3
absorbing
there.
how
And
bullshit some
then
of
I'm
Torrent's turns
assuming
were
like
here.
the Molochs, you can still 6-inch. You'll just like kill the fish. I'll leave it there, but I'll flip it. But
I think this
your stuff
matchup's
is-
pretty playable on both sides, but
Morlock doesn't necessarily.
Thorin made some
kill
mistakes.
fish,
Well,
his dice
probably-
two
just straight up,
mortals, they should like you'll roll it,
saved
but
him.
I'm just talking through the logic here.
Yeah.
So behind for 3 here.
Well, I could get
Sure.
Max behind if I wanted to.
He did get buried
and
dice. I don't
probably
disagree.
area. I don't think it makes sense.
Torrent's
Area
dice
is
were
worth way
phenomenal.
more,
Some
right?
of the best dice I've ever seen, or some of the most
Well, just
consistent
put,
dice
like
I've
3
ever seen.
Morlocks in there.
Yeah, and then so that would be
Is
those
what I should say.
for sure. Maybe 4 there, and then you pull assassination, which you get for 5, and then extend you get probably for 4. And yeah, I have no path.
Do I get assassination because you've got no characters left? Is that how that works?
Correct. Yep. So good game, man.
Yeah, if you want to call.
Yeah.
Not roll the dice.
Looks
out.
like that's the talk out.
Well,
Yeah.
like,
Wow. Okay.
there's literally no path for me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the high roll on the Riptide and the high roll on the Hammerhead was just way too much. I
Yeah.
had no ability to, and then I think that
Whoa.
was
yeah.
probably just a
Honestly,
big
shout
one.
out for
A
Jesper
couple
for
things like
being
I
like
don't
an
think it's like you
absolute Chad
kill,
the entire
like going
time.
in on the death.
I would've-
was like
I would have
probably I
melted
hand
down.
you on 5.
I think because you
9
couldn't get the whole
shots.
unit to shoot them, it was.
Well, all
was
the
big.
damage too is like I think I hand you enough saves, but it's probably a coin flip.
Also, shout out to the
It's
people, the
Definitely not a
10% of
guarantee, but it's
people who
worth
voted
going
for
for the
Tyranids
5
here.
points.
Big tortoise
And then I
tokens for all
think
you guys.
besides that,
Yeah, I would have.
I'm not sure
After
about the
he
play
made
between
every
that.
charge.
Obviously,
on
hidden
turn 2.
supplies going second against a melee army is always tough, even on
Yeah.
layout 2.
I was sloppy in a few spots. I should have consolidated the Ravenous here to deny you. I could have put 2 on.
Yeah,
and
for
I just
sure.
didn't do it for 5 points. And
But to
then
be
I
honest,
got greedy with them as well.
yeah, for
um,
sure. I think that the way that
Probably up here, I was greedy.
I think also this was a big mistake for me. I just didn't even think. I thought that you know what I mean. Like you just because he did nothing, I could have just had him stood
Yeah.
there.
You could have been there. Because that's why I had the Death Leaper in the corner because his
I'm sure I could have
His-
seen it probably if there was an angle to see him. I didn't even think about it though.
Yeah, I think
I
the
don't think
angle
there was.
is
There it
like
is.
literally here. We were looking at it
Is that true?
earlier, and the way that he is,
Oh,
he
okay,
can
okay.
orient. Yeah, there's like one line that's there, which like.
So I
forces
probably
you-
could have put the whole unit
Coulda gone
there,
there.
but
yeah.
I think,
I didn't even
basically
realize
the-
Well,
that.
I don't know about Pathfinders. They're very short. I don't know if they could see.
oh
Oh,
yeah,
true.
But like,
good point.
if you wanted to put like a
Like-
Riptide or like a tank, you maybe could have shot him. But like, are you gonna do that?
yeah, I think the Twin Lance play was like a little bit risky, but
Major saves though. The Trigon did
yeah,
put
it's
enough
true.
wounds through.
but it does force out a bunch of stuff. But then the problem is I forced out a bunch of stuff, and then if I had one more Riptide, I think like everything dies, and probably then I win. But it just didn't go that way. And I think the maybe the play with the breachers, like I could have come maybe this way and just kill the guys this way because I always forget about the Neurothrope Overwatch. But I think you rolled like 20 shots and you handed me about 6 6s. So it was a little bit of a high roll, but either way, the Overwatch is probably always enough to make the unit not do anything. So that was just
Yeah, it's a
mistake.
neuter them. Yeah, definitely. And then these Kroot were brave though. I put
Yeah.
3 battle shocks into them, one with the Morlock, 2 Neurolictus, tried to swing that primary and the secondary. and they just
Which is
kept
also
passing the
why,
battle shock.
why I think that this one is super hard for Tau. Like Tyranids are always actually a little bit tricky for Tau, I think, because of the battle shocks. They don't have great leadership.
These were brave Kroot though.
Yeah,
they
they
did
did a good
finally
job.
fail when I wanted
Yeah.
them to at the end.
Yeah, I'm curious. Obviously, like with the benefit of hindsight, there's a lot of maybe experiential difference there. But I'm curious what you guys think about the decision to shadow on top of 2 instead of bottom.
Oh, it's garbage.
I was happy. I was happy he did it. I think it's always way worse when you shadow
Yeah.
it when I can't guide.
Well, Trevi, my thinking was like the only way I'm killing this Riptide is if I get
Is
+1.
if
to
you roll
wound
2
on it.
6s with the last cannon shots. You're right.
I didn't end up needing it, but I was thinking I need to get the damage in,
Yeah,
and I
I
wanted it
understand.
on a few other spots, and I thought, yeah, that's where I would need it.
Yeah.
And then nothing that I wanted to shock actually shocked.
I was
So, but yeah, it ended up being garbage.
yeah, I was interested. Yeah, I guess like it makes sense. Like if you take the shots and then maybe you get like the Ravener Prime and one or two other guys in if you like make a big
Exactly,
charge
yeah,
into
what
the
I was
Ghost
planning
Keel.
initially.
So like I don't,
Yeah.
and the Raveners like I guess they get a decent benefit from the +1 to wound, but they're winning on they're twin linked anyway. But
Yeah.
the amount of benefit you could get the turn after would have been like so backbreaking. It feels like. Obviously,
Yeah.
we'll never see the universe where both the Ghost Keel and the Riptide fail,
Yeah.
and then just get eaten by Neurolictor Auras.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the game, guys.
Yeah,
That was
thanks.
a really interesting one to watch. I think the dice, the chat was pretty pessimistic about Tyranids' chances early here, and then I think the dice made things really much different.
Yeah, if yeah, the prime soloing a hammerhead was definitely I was not
Yeah,
expecting
that was pretty wild. Yeah, that Overwatch into them was
Yeah.
great. Obviously, they're very overwatchable. They don't
Yeah.
like to take
Mhm.
the random hits from high AP multi damage. But
Yeah.
you know, it's like 5 attacks with sustain. Can we or 6 attacks with sustain? Can we get 5 through? And the answer is yes, apparently. Pretty
Yeah,
wild.
just roll 5 6s.
Just roll 5. Easy. Easy game. Warhammer 40k when you get down to it is really easy game, actually. Just roll a bunch of
Yeah.
6s.
This is like exactly what happened in the last game that I played against Tyranids, and you just actually the game I played against the last Tyranid player, this is I think there were swings both ways, but my last Tyranids game was like he battle shocked me and like my entire army failed, and like I just it was so bad.
Yeah. Well,
I think,
turn one there was a 10-point swing from this one guy surviving, right? Because I think I
but
played it right with the Hormigans to bring them out. I mean,
the
I got
other
a bit
thing
greedy.
is,
I could have put one Neurolictor here.
yeah, I
I
just
got greedy
forgot
in a
to
few
shoot.
spots
I just forgot to shoot my indirect. I actually had a guide. I think the whole unit should just die if I just shoot them.
on indirect. Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah, I think that there was a line where you just stack the zoanthropes here, and then you kill the pathfinders with the zoanthrope blast attack, and then you put the Death Leaper here, and you score locus and turn off the objective, and then you don't even showcase
Great
the
point.
Hormigons. You don't even give them, even if they live, obviously.
Yeah, because I think your
Great point.
bottom
Your
turn
turn 2 is like,
advantage is
or your
still big.
bottom 1 was like really aggressive. It was surprised me, to be honest.
Yeah,
I
I
wanted
was
to kill
happy
the
the way
twin
you
lands.
played bottom of 1 because I knew that the only way that I would win going first is like if I kill a bunch of stuff and then you send a bunch of stuff out and I get to kill it, but it just didn't really work out that way for me. But like obviously you gave me a lot of points doing this, which almost made up bottom turn scoring. But I think that the reality is that the Neurolictors, if they don't die, they're always going to give you like 20 points over a game somehow.
Yeah, that's super useful. Yeah, absolutely. And I did try my best to keep giving you primary with silly.
Yeah, for sure you
Jesus,
did, yeah.
God, every turn I was at the
You
end.
were
of the
running
turn,
the
like, what am I
charity over there
doing?
with the amount of primary you were giving away.
I counted 15 that I just completely gave away. Because I was even thinking with the Neurolictor, and I measured it out. If I killed 5, the other one could still reach. And then I re-rolled a 1 to hit. And so I could have just exactly killed
the
5.
reroll
with this
ones,
guy.
I think you did it correctly. The reroll ones is prescriptive, I think. You aren't allowed to
mandatory?
not
Okay,
reroll
okay.
them. Yeah. That's
Okay,
true of
okay,
almost all
cool. So I
rerolls
didn't
in
super
10th
mess up.
edition. It's not that you may reroll a
Okay.
hit roll of 1, it's that you do reroll a hit roll of 1. So you can't
Okay, I
choose to
feel less
like
bad about that.
roll less. Yeah. So if you just overswing, it
could've-
just is what it is.
I could have just charged the Morlock though, actually, instead, and just used the Neurolictor because he didn't need to kill the Fireblade unit. He could have just tied them up.
Yeah.
So that was probably. The way.
I think there was a sequence on turn 2 where you get if the Neurolictor with the Pathfinder that or bottom 1, the Pathfinder that was there, or no, turn 2, where the Pathfinder was here, and you had the Piranha.
Tyrant
I
and
think
the-
you could have gotten the
Correct,
Hive Tyrant into the guy. And then because when you base with a model that's charging, you only have to base one enemy. You could have gotten your Neurolictor based with the Pathfinder, but not the Piranha, and then consolidate to the Piranha to decontrol the objective, and then gotten the
Chevy.
Hive Tyrant into the Piranha and killed it. And then I think that opens the Screamer Killer for the later game, which obviously didn't do anything anyway, but it does matter. And that whole
Pilot
turn
this list.
looks much better.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
That's a Tyranid expert right there.
Well, I don't know. I played like 5 games with Tyranids in the last 2 years, so that's just the weirdness of 40K 10th edition 40K's fight phase. It's bizarre.
Yeah, super janky. Super janky.
Yeah,
Probably,
janky.
I'm thinking
Yeah, for sure.
it was the one play that I had here. I had my hammerhead here. I needed to auto advance 6 it to get the line to make sure I had more damage here.
And then you kill the second Moloch on turn 1.
Yeah, I think I handed like one of them was like on 8, and I handed it 2 saves, and like you rolled 2 6s, which is like, well, okay. But yeah, it just would have been safer with the hammerhead there, all castled in the corner. And then the other play that probably was big was the Moloch hitting the 10 on the Piranha, just because like I just ran out of stuff.
Well, I hope you've learned your lesson that giving Torin opportunities to roll 6s is really bad. So yeah, that's what we were learning as you were watching.
Where it was like 2 6s for the damage, and then it blew up for a 6, and then like did 6 mortals.
yeah.
Should I think? Check this guy's dice.
Yeah, we were making that joke in chat. The 2 6s on the damage, and then we leave the shooting phase, go to the charge phase, and immediately roll a 2-6 charge into another 2-6 charge. Was really good. It's very strong. Yeah, we were laughing a little bit. Yeah, also the explosion into a 6 also. Yeah, I think there was a couple dice in there, but out of the like 10 dice rolled, like 8 of them were 6s in that sequence. It was wild. Yeah, that was crazy. But it made the game very exciting, so I appreciate both of you for playing through it. And Torin, obviously, congratulations on taking it down.
Thank you. Yeah, and Jasper, thanks for the game. Thanks for streaming, Trevi.
Thanks, guys.
Always.
Cheers.
Cool. Well, cheers, guys. I got your scores in, so you should be all set.
Thank you, Trevi.
And you should be good to go.
So I had a question about the slow rolling damage, because
yeah.
I thought it worked the way you described. You don't get the information if you fast roll the saves, but I saw someone do it like in a WTC game, and there was a discussion about it, and it like they did it that like he had fast rolled the saves, so he knew he had 2 fails, and he was thinking about the CP reroll. Is that like a WTC thing or what?
Yeah, that sounds like a WTC thing. I don't know about WTC rolls. They're weird.
Yeah.
It's in, if you look at the very bottom of the fast dice rolling rules, the last clause of the fast dice rolling rule is that if you are fast dice rolling, if attacks being allocated to a target inflict random damage, you cannot use the fast dice rolling approach as stated above. You will need to roll the dice one at a time. It's in the last paragraph of the rule. It's just in the core rules. I don't 100% know if the intention of the rule is that it prevents you from fast rolling like random damage, like multiple sets of random damage weapons. I think the idea is that it stops you from fast rolling random damage results into multi-wound infantry. So like if I fast roll like a bunch of D3 damages into an intercessor squad or something, like what happens? But the functionally it also prevents you from fast rolling into multi-wound vehicles, and they've just never fixed it in 3 years. So that's just how it is.
Yeah, I think that I'm sort of a CP, like I don't like that sometimes it's the correct decision to CP reroll 4-ups because it always feels good. But
yeah, I mean,
so I like
enough.
the idea that you have to hedge.
Yeah,
because I feel it's riskier then.
Yeah, I agree.
That was another thing actually. Now that
it also affects the damage roller too. So if you're deciding whether you reroll a damage roll, but the point at which fast dice rolling turns off is at the allocation step, which is just before you roll the save. So the person rolling the damage also doesn't know how much damage they're doing when they're choosing to reroll. So if like the first dice in your roll is a 1, you don't know if you're going to command reroll it, for example.
Yeah, true. Yeah, unless I guess you slow rolled everything, which is
right. Well, I mean, you have to slow roll at that point. You just roll all your hits and wounds, and then you roll the sequence one at a time. It really doesn't take that much additional time. There's very few activations where, besides like the Zoanthrope Blast attack, and they're like an early release thing, so they weren't thinking about it, I think. But there's very few activations that are like huge numbers of random damage attacks these days.
So like, what is the feeling as a Tyranid player when you watch the Lord of Change go to flat 3, and then like Zoanthropes are sitting there, like...
I mean, I play demons now, so I haven't played Tyranid seriously in ages. I love demons.
What do you mean? I'm pretty sure I watched you play a stream game where you had a Harridan.
Yeah, we play the Harridan because he's a silly goober. We're mostly on last 6 months of the edition is all silly goober lists, and the Harridan is the silliest of the goobers. So he's a funny guy. But I would say 95% of my competitive play in 10th edition has been demons. So when the Lord of Chains went to 3 damage, I was like all in. I got just a massive erection.
Well, I have watched I think you played T-Suns and you picked up like a whole 10-man Scarab Occult unit with the
with the Harridan?
Every Tyranid player now, they're like, it's so bad though. I'm like, I don't know, man. This one time I saw this.
So
like, okay.
I haven't edited the video yet, but I have it recorded. But I played a full GT with the Harridan, and I went 4-1, and it's tremendous if you have like multi-wound infantry. Like it's disgustingly overpowered probably. But if you have anything else, it's really bad.
Yeah.
So like I played against Necrons, and they were running like a bunch of like infantry bricks, and they all just immediately died. I played against Black Templars, and as soon as the Black Templars were out of their transports, the Harridan, basically it's like mathematically perfect that he kills an entire 5-man plus all of its attached characters in a single shot. So he would just go through and kill like 600 points worth of Black Templar like elite infantry every turn. I think at one point he just split fired into 2 Sword Brethren units and killed all 5 Sword Brethren and the 2 characters. And my opponent was just like, I don't know what to do about this. And I'm like, I think you just lose. It was abysmal. He killed, I think the number was like 1,300 points of models by the end of the game. It was disgusting. So like when you hit those activations where he just gets to put the multi-damage blast into something that's like a bunch of heavy infantry, oh my God, he's so broken. But in every other situation, he just dies immediately. Against Montka, he gets 1 activation and then he just vaporizes.
Yeah. I guess Guard is a little bit the same if they have double Dorn.
Guard's the same. Yeah, I played against Knights. Knights dropped him to like 2, I think, and then they killed him, you know. Anything with really, really heavy ranged output that doesn't just fold to his guns is a real problem for that list. But fortunately, like Subterranean's just so good at scoring, and you absorb a whole turn of their shooting. So it's like you always get to shoot because he comes out of reserve and then gets to see everything because he's an aircraft. So you always get to do work with him, and then he takes your opponent's whole turn, and that's the turn that you full send your army. So a lot of times he eats all the shooting from the rest of their army, because if they don't kill him, they lose probably. He kills like 2 armors a turn, like the dude's a menace. So I don't know. It's like it's a list. It's not a good list, but it's like solidly B tier, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I always feel like Tyranids are a little like Tyranids seem like they have some good matches. Like Tau especially is like very playable. But I guess that there's like just some specific things keeping them out. Like I don't know exactly what they'd be. I don't play Tyranids, but like maybe the Marine melee is hard.
Yeah, 2+ save AOC is like a disaster.
Right.
Like the entire faction's AP2. So you go into Victrix Honor Guard and they're saving on 3s, and you're like, cool, man. I guess I die.
Yeah.
You like full send the whole team, and then they lose 2 Victrix and then fight on death and then swing at you anyway.
Yeah, and Victrix are just absurd because it's like I'm sure that like 1-2 Victrix guard like kill a Moloch.
Yeah, strength 6 plus 1 wound.
Yeah,
should do it. And Marnie's Calgar gets in there. Yeah, there's definitely they're very swingy for sure, especially in Subterranean when they don't have like feel no pains like Invasion Fleet does.
Well, I'm glad that the Twin Lands got fixed. Sort of like at 160, moving every fight was just so silly that it definitely is. They're still so good, but feels like they're actually like playing the game normally.
I agree.
So it's a good change.
Yeah, and it seems like Tau's still doing well even with the nerf. So I think like there's just a billion Tau at X and 1 last weekend. And we'll see how they do as the meta sort of like consolidates. But
one of the big things that really helped Tau was all the double Dorn builds going out. And then
that's true.
Because now it's like 1 Dorn. And so it's like you don't even need to take the hammerheads anymore. So you just get like broadside bricks and stuff.
Right.
And that's been super popular in Europe. And then
you're like, I can fusion gun that one guy. I'll get him eventually.
Yeah, exactly. And then the broadside bricks fix the volume problem that Tau have in a lot of other matches.
Yeah, and it opens up space for like missile teams, like fire knife missile teams too, which is like such a huge tech piece in some cases.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the funny thing though is that they are also really sad against 2-up AOC, but that just sort of seems to not be
I mean-
meta anymore for whatever reason.
Yeah, I think it's just like slowly been upcharged to the point where the people are actually paying points for it, which is good.
Yep. Although I played a game with I was on Necrons, I was playing with the Nightbringer against Wolfguard, and I was like, I was winning a lot, so I was like, all right, I'll just send the Nightbringer into the Wolfguard Terminators. How bad can it be? And they just smacked him.
Did they have
They just
Arjac? Was
smacked
it the
him.
Arjac unit?
He precisioned Arjac right out, and they just killed him over 2 rounds of combat.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
we
yeah.
don't care.
Yeah, those
Took
guys
one
are.
of us a turn.
Yeah, they're just like they just don't die as quickly as you think because you're like I've played against a Terminator profile before. I get it. Like no, not really. Like they shake whatever 45 or 50% of the damage, and then the -1 makes you wound slightly worse, and then the 4 wounds makes it so that like 30% of your attacks don't go through, and suddenly the Nightbringer's killing 2 guys, and they're just like,
Yep.
I find lethal hit somewhere and stab you, and you're like, please stop.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Yeah. Yeah. I played
It was good, though.
the OG Great Unclean one versus those guys like a million times, and it's just such a funny fight because like neither unit does anything to each other.
Yeah.
Like I roll a million attacks and I do 6 damage. Okay, I roll a million attacks and I kill 2 Terminators. Okay.
Yeah. And meanwhile, like I guess if Rodigus is around, you can get them to low enough OC that you hold it. But that's always the thing that I find is I started playing like, okay, Wolfguard on your natural, that's fine, it's yours.
Yeah, you can have it as long as your guys stay there. The funny thing though is that they're like also move 6 too, which like so sometimes not like the Death Shroud Terminator problem where they drop and then they live there. They're a little bit faster, so sometimes they make random charges into weird places.
Yeah, you always hate to see it. Go stay in your box.
I want you to just don't touch me. Stop it.
Keep Arjac away from me.
So true. Absolutely.
Arjac is a little bit like Agrax Agatone too, where he just like randomly slaps you around.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean they're the delivery system for him. Like you play him with Logan, but like Logan's so much less scary than that guy is.
Yeah.
It's
It's
like,
so funny.
yeah. You're like, I'm glad it's Logan, the Grimnar. You can command point tax me all day. I don't want to play against the anti-vehicle 3+ guy. Get that guy away. Yeah. So true.
Right, gents. I think I'm going to hop off.
Sounds good.
Yeah, thanks again for the game and for streaming.
Yep.
Appreciate it. I'll catch you guys. Hopefully in another final at some point.
Yep. See you.
Cool. Catch you later.
Sweet. Yeah. Cheers, guys. Thanks for playing, everybody.
See ya.
All right, chat. I would say a successful game. Huge shout out to Jesper for being an absolute gentleman over the course of that game. While his opponent was making every single charge and rolling 1,000,006s, he was just like, he was in it the whole time. So honestly, really happy to see it. Torn comes back. We get a win for Tyranids, but we also get a Tau player showing their colors as an upstanding member of the community. Good stuff. Let's go ahead and do a raid. Let's see if anyone's raiding, playing in the Warhammer category at 12:30 a.m. The Assassinathan. What a fucking good username. Playing a game on Tabletop Simulator. We're going to go ahead and give him a raid. I'm not familiar with this guy. I think he might be new. So we'll go give him a raid. Thanks everyone for watching. I have a scheduled game on Wednesday. I don't know if I'll be live tomorrow because tomorrow we usually have meetings. But what we might do is try to play some Breachstorm potentially on Tabletop Simulator. I'm not 100% sure. In any case, I'll see you there. Thanks everyone for watching. Cheers, and I'll see you tomorrow.